Slow-mo.
Yo, James Chopping Screw, or is that doing that on purpose?
That's the remix.
Oh, damn. 13. We live, y'all. What's up? I'm Ryan, episode 25. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all that's going to be tuning in. Episode 25, we got a long show coming ahead. I'm Rod.
What up? What up? I'm Mike. We got a good show coming up, man. We got some crucifying to do. Some crucifying, well, at least for me. So, yeah, let's get this started, man.
Yeah, we do got
started.
some crucifying to do, but not in the terms of that you want it to be done in, because I'm going to tell the people objectivity, and I'm going to spit facts about the situation, and I'm not going to let certain fans or people dictate the show. All right? I'm letting the people know, y'all, on my regular Facebook page, we live right now, so go on Brotherly Differences and check it out. We're going to wait for a few more people to get in here to start, because this first topic that we're starting off with today, once again, the Real Talk section. We want certain people to be in here because they want to hear what we had to say about certain things. So we starting off today with that section again, y'all. But we got a whole show coming at y'all. Week one, a recap of week one. Week two predictions coming up. We're going to look at some of the games that's going on this Sunday and one that's going on tonight even, and talk about that. Before we get into anything, who you got? The Bengals or the Browns? Diddy said, why we yelling? So everybody can hear us.
I picked Browns.
What score you pick?
Why you yelling?
What score you pick?
I picked, let me check that quick.
Did you see what Roy posted Mike earlier about Roy Jones? He said
I saw that.
Thinking about fighting Mike Tyson versus.
I picked Browns 2013. I think it's gonna be closer than people think.
2013.
Yeah.
I picked the Browns.
Celtics up 10. Win this game, Celtics.
Cincinnati up right now.
What they up?
3-0 in the first quarter. Was
Tyler Boyd, I need him to go off tonight.
Yeah. But we're going to get started, y'all. Did y'all just start, or did I miss anything? We just started, Terry.
We just started, Terry.
Terry. Yeah. Wow. So we going to get started, y'all, here, like I said, with the Real Talk section today. And we're going to go where we left off from last week. And, yeah, we're going to talk about that creep. That rhyme. Last week, that creep. No, I'm just playing. But let's talk about Marcus Houston, okay? Because word on the street is Marcus Houston married a 19-year-old chick named Maya Dickey. They now married, but rumors have it he been dating no girl since she been about 15 or 16. And Marcus Houston, y'all, hold on. I don't want to butcher this man's age, but I know that nigga's well over 25.
I just looked up his age. He's born in 82.
He was born in 82, so that means he's 38.
Yep, 38. Oh, he's born in 82. Yeah. Yep, 38. Yeah. He's 38. He's
38, he's 19, so he's half her age. She's half his age,
I don't care about the half her age. You should mess...
Well, if she was 16 or 15...
No, I'm not even going to half the age. I'm going by, he shouldn't have messed with a girl under... Yeah, he's inappropriate. You shouldn't mess with nobody under 18. And I know it's other people who do it. People are like, but it's a lot of men who do it, but I don't think you should. Of course, younger girls probably eye candy, like, oh, she kind of thinks so, but yeah, you shouldn't do it.
Yeah, August 4th, 1981, same day as my grandma.
You shouldn't do it. The most you should do is probably just give some looks, maybe. But I don't think you definitely should be dating a
Damn, get some looks to the other age.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if a 6-year-old pass you...
Oh, yeah, you don't know her age.
Yeah, you don't know her age. You're like, oh, dang. But to me, if you know, like, she's 16, you shouldn't be hollering at somebody that's under 18. I don't... Because if it was his daughter, he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't like nobody doing it, so...
I got you, Ryan.
So that's why I definitely think he's inappropriate. And to me, what I mean by I don't care about half the age, because if she was 20 and he was 40, I wouldn't care about that.
Well, yeah,
and it sounds kind of crazy, but to me, once you over like if it's a 20-year-old man from 40, I'm not saying I agree with it, but I wouldn't mind it because, like I said, she's over 18, but when she's 15 and 16, no, that's inappropriate. That's just me though.
Appreciate you.
That is illegal. Agree, Julian. Agree. It's illegal. It's inappropriate.
Yeah, Marcus Houston is like I said. If somebody in the hood did this, I would call him out about it too. And he got that little sick celebrity crap going on right now. Dude, 38 years old, she 19. You start dating at 16, well, you was 35. So, first off, I'm 28 years old right now. There's no way that I'm even looking at like a 19-year-old girl. I mean, and they legal. 19-year-old girls is legal, but I'm just saying sometimes you can tell a girl is so young. It's like you don't even want to be around them. Like they not even in your circle because of the way they carry themselves. So I don't even understand how a 16-year-old who could have been his daughter, if he's 35 and she's 16, that could have been his daughter. and he's sitting up here. How can you even try to have a
Oh
relationship
yeah, I get
with
what
her?
you said.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They 20 years apart, like James said. Now, if she was 20 years old, 21, and you 40, 41, and you start talking to her, no, that's fine. She like older men, let her dip with older men. But she's 16 years old, dude. That's your daughter's age, probably. Marcus Houston, or your son's age. You're sick. And that's that Hollywood stuff, or Hollyweird, I should say. Because, yeah, he should have been people, and I'm saying people want to talk about R. Kelly, and I'm not dismissing R. Kelly, but we need to be talking about Marcus Houston. I agree, Julian. He's a pedophile, too. And this is my point why I said people try to use that man.
And there's a
as
difference
scapegoat.
between pedophile and rape, too. Because
Well,
people get the
I don't get
people would
too
say
mixed
if
up to me.
you say
To me,
if you
you're
say
a
he's
pedophile,
pedophile,
you're a
people think you're a rapist.
Yeah, you is rapist because you would do something sexual with a
I
child.
don't agree with that.
I really feel
It's
like
two different things.
Yeah, they two different
How do you
things.
feel like that, James? Though pedophile means like you have the feeling for like sexual intent of doing something with a kid.
Rape is an action.
Yeah, it's an action, but I'm saying, and to me, you just
And
haven't.
rape is not consent,
What I'm
too,
saying is
though.
you haven't committed the act yet. It's like a boy being a virgin or a girl being a virgin. Eventually, they're gonna have sex. It's just at
No,
that
it's two
age.
different things.
No, it's not.
Two
To
different
me, if a pedophile gets the chance to have sex with a minor, they're going to do it. And what he did was having sex with a minor. I'm sorry, that's rape to me.
He's definitely a pedophile, Janelle.
That's-
I agree.
That's rape to
Take
me.
me honest.
That's rape to me if you are underage, if you are overage having sex with somebody underage. That's low key rape because he could have manipulated the situation to make her want
That's
to have sex with him.
pedophilia for sure.
I'm saying, so if you 35 and have sex with a 15 or 16 year old, you don't think that's rape?
Mm-mm. I think it's illegal.
Well, I wouldn't say it's rape.
and it's
okay,
wrong.
yeah, rape is different.
Yeah.
Rape is tough to say.
It's
but
a,
man,
you
that's,
being a pedophile, and
to
I
me,
don't
that's
agree
close
with
to
it, but
just
not.
being rapey because I feel
You
like
think
you
so?
got to think about the emotional part, the manipulating part.
Yeah.
And that's how rapists lure kids. They manipulate them with something like candy. Now, when you get a little bit older at 15, no, you can't get manipulated with candy, but you could probably get manipulated with money into a situation of 15-year-old with a 35-year-old. Yeah, to me, that's close to rape,
So
man.
with the, I really
That's
didn't.
close to
When I
rape
read up on
because-
this briefly, what did her parents allow this? Like, what, do you know any
read up-
information on that?
I didn't read up on
I
that.
read briefly up on it because I really didn't know about this,
But
and
I
I saw
also-
saw it on the Breakfast Club. They talked about it, and nobody. I didn't hear nobody talk about what was her parents at in this.
Yeah, I don't know that much information on it. Maybe somebody could chime in the comments. At 17 legally, she
No,
was
Leo,
saying
that's
it's
not.
inappropriate. No,
Statutory-
it is
it's
rape.
statutory rape.
Minors can't consent, and I agree, Julian. And so I don't know where the parents was at. I'm like, that's a great question. They need to be held accountable too, because there's no way that you should not know who your 16-year-old daughter is dating, and now she's married to him. So obviously they was dating exclusively or heavily, or they wasn't sneaking around.
And that's why
because
so the
they're
parents
married.
have to, like, you, as
Man,
a dad, if
but
she
to
a
me-
dad in life or the mom, you
But
allow
to
this.
me, yes, y'all. I think it is rape. What Morgan say, James? Go down real quick. I really think it is rape.
Go
because,
down a
like
little
I
bit.
said,
It's
35-year-old
motherfucking rape. Fuck all that.
Yeah, I really think it's rape because.
Nah,
what
I
I'm saying-
disagree with that, Morgan.
What I'm saying is, even if the girl's infatuated with you, just
Remember,
like
those comments don't come up.
yeah, no, that's true. Just like a 10-year-old, if you're 24 and you rape and you have sex with a 10-year-old. And you manipulate them and say, "Hey, Candy is in the situation, or I'll give you $100." A 10-year-old don't usually get $100 if they're not rich, so they might do something that they wouldn't normally do. And a 15-year-old girl, if a 35-year-old man came and started promising her stuff like love, attention, and all this, and she had sex with him, yeah, I can't call it rape. Like, okay, you beat her and raped her, but it's still rape to me because you are using manipulation and whatever other forms to get this young girl to have sex with you. It's just sick. It's sick and it needs to be exposed.
He
Came back. It's sick and it need to be exposed. So yeah, I don't even want to talk about this bum no more, but he need to be brought up upon, or whatever charges need to be brought up upon, or investigated at least. Investigated just like people.
Will
try
he
to
even
investigate our kid.
Will he even be Will he even get a case on this? I'm saying, will he even get in trouble for this?
Well, I don't know. They married now.
Because she
so
married
I
now,
might
so it's like I don't even know if he get in trouble for this.
you know, R. Kelly gonna get a case with Aaliyah, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just weird to me, man, that men even think like that. I'm 28 years old, and there's nothing that a 16-year-old can even do. For me.
Yeah, no, I agree for sure. I agree.
Yeah, she might have a nice little body on her at 17, 18, but I don't care. There's 28-year-old women, there's 40-year-old women that got nice bodies on them. It is sick to look at these children, and I coach out of high school, and none of those girls that I've ever looked at them like in a sexual manner, because that's just inappropriate
What about
to me.
if it's the other way around, older woman and a younger man? I feel like
Shout out to him, you know what I'm saying?
But that's a double
but it-
standard.
but it
But
is
that's a
a
double standard.
it is
But
a
I've
double
said
standard.
before, it's certain double standard that's on men's side and
It's a
certain
double
double standard
standard,
on
but
women's
my
side.
point is
Because
this.
I ain't gonna lie.
If the boy came out and sat there and told on some Michael Jackson type stuff, then she needs to
I
get in
feel
trouble.
like you
But me
really hit
personally-
cases when the boy would
But
tell
no,
you.
me personally, I ain't telling.
I'm with you, yeah.
I
When I was 16, if I'm a 35-year-old, I'm cool with
one
that.
of my high school teachers,
I'm cool with that too,
one of my high
yeah.
school teachers that I was into was on that with me, and I was on that. I ain't gonna say no names on the podcast, but if she was on that with me, and I would have been on that with her. I ain't telling.
Yeah, that's if it's
that's
around.
just
I feel like
I ain't
people
telling.
would be as crazy with it, but
yeah, people ain't gonna be crazy. They ain't gonna know about my situation. I ain't telling. And that means it's gonna continue to happen.
But yeah, but we agree on this. Marcus Houston inappropriate.
This gonna be a good one. I think Marcus Houston inappropriate. What Terry said?
Hold on, I'll go to it.
Was
Hold
it
on.
Terry comment? Oh, what Terry
I'll
said.
go down to it. Hold on. You guys see this comment.
Terry disrespectful.
Oh
Yeah.
Well, you look like you're in high school though, so you cool. LOL. Oh, yeah, Terry funny called me. Tay, I got you, nephew. I'm gonna call you, but don't be watching, Tay. Or you tell him Ray to call him. Man, Tay funny. Ray, Tay be wild. This next question good for y'all in relationships. Y'all gonna learn a little something from the Love Doctor #2, aka that's what Martin episode, the Love Doctor. But
You
who
don't
do
know
you,
what season?
what? That was season 2. Wait, that was season 3. My bad. That's when Tommy and Pam got together after they got married. Yeah, that was
Testing those
season
word
3.
skills.
Yeah, come on, man. Season 3, this one? No, I'm just playing. But
That was this one actually.
what's some-
That was this
I
one.
thought, hey, I'll be trying to do a little something. But hey, what's some things to spice up your relationship? What do you think are some things you could do to spice up your relationship? And you married.
Every relationship different, but
Fact,
I don't know.
That's my first time.
For starters, I don't know. Y'all jump in. Maybe just do different things. Do different things. I guess I don't know what that. I don't know what do different things is.
Butt naked with a wedding cake.
Doing stuff like that and get people on. For real. Maybe your girl tell her to come in naked in heels or something. Just something like that to switch stuff up instead of just straight get to sex. But sometimes weird things turn different people on. So maybe some foreplay, or maybe like you said, come in and do some like I say, tell your girl to come in and wear heels and be naked. Date night and stuff. Just little stuff like that. Little stuff like that.
I'm not
It
going
just
where y'all
depends on the
going.
person in a relationship.
James, before I chime in, you got anything to say? What's up?
Yeah.
That's just an example of what.
I think a good thing that is kind of risque, but also you could, if you're mature enough and secure enough,
Yeah.
if you get your body right and like you start dressing up nice, having the other sex gets you attention like coming your way. So like, say if I'm just getting all dripped out, whatever, and some females are my like, ooh, sometimes that could turn your woman on to see that other women want it.
And vice versa with the
And
man
vice
too.
versa.
If
But
you-
that's why you have to be secure enough because it can get cloudy and turn into jealousy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Missy got over here. She said, "I got you, Mike." Hey, turn up. Look, I told you we gonna help out, so we
He
gonna
said
help
he
out
gonna help
relationships. Probably spice up. You mean you ain't already doing that? Julian, wow. Julian probably
Hey, I
doing
love
6 play,
it. I love
7
Wow.
play.
I
No,
love
but I'm saying
Wow.
Julian probably doing 6 play, 7 play. Things for me to spice up their relationship. You know what I'm saying? Be
I was just naming
spontaneous.
something,
Be spontaneous, like you said. Be spontaneous. I get.
I said,
Oh, later. Be spontaneous. You know what I'm saying? Grab your
Just
girl.
forced
up,
to be here in a little bit, Pops.
grab your
20
girl up.
minutes.
Let her know. Let her know that she's still the one. Like I said, don't do what I said about the work thing. I'm just kidding about that. But maybe show up and do a little something different that you normally don't do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna rush over Yo, funny as hell, man. But yeah, man, like I don't know. I'm not in a relationship now, but when I was in a relationship, things I did to spice it up. I just did things that she wasn't used to, that wasn't normal, that we didn't do on the regular, and those things always would, for at least that time, it would create a honeymoon period type shit, So
Yeah, 30 minutes,
do
Pops.
something that's not.
We'll get on the sports.
Mhm. James, let us know when we at the 45-minute mark. Because then we're going to kill it. We're going to go to sports day. I
Okay.
promise y'all I'm keeping time today. I promise I'm keeping time today. But yeah, that's some things I feel like you can do to spice up your relationship, or send some nudes, some snap pics.
Yeah, basically just, I don't know. Like I said, every relationship different, but just switch things up. You got to change things up. Stuff can get sour if you have sex with the same person, if you're in a relationship, if you're not cheating and stuff. So stuff can't get sour. It's human nature.
Mhm.
Mike about to do 80. But yeah, that's I say switch it up, but I ain't no relationship coach or nothing, so people know they own, people know what they do, but I feel like switching it up and stuff.
All right, this next question, I had a few ladies that said they wanted us to chime in on this one. And this is going to be funny because we kind of touched on it a few episodes ago when we had the Bros Over Yo segment. Let's hear some relationship advice from Joe. Yeah, let's hear it, Joe. Matter of fact, let's see. Duke, I saw that, Duke. Hey, Let's go. We moving on good time. What's some things you need to spice up the relationship? You know what I'm saying?
Terry said, y'all read normal stuff.
You guys are exactly right. You know, I think if you get too comfortable with anything, that gets really boring. You want to change things up. You want to have some fun with different things.
Terry, what
Terry,
you
you probably
normal?
be
I said get spontaneous, Terry. So that means do stuff you don't know to do. What you want to do? Like Terry want to eat the groceries. That's what he talking about. What you trying to do? Mike talking about eating this stuff.
Sex toys and stuff, and Mike talking about eating cheese.
You talking about all the spice up the relationship.
Sex to people like hanging and shit. People like hanging their girls up and shit.
Throw me off. Like that should really be throwing me off.
For real?
Like if I see it, like if a girl got it, I really don't care. But if you try to use it when we have sex, I'd be like, yeah, that throw me off. I don't want no
whips and stuff. Some people like whips.
I don't want none of that about me, like for real.
That's every relationship different. Some people whip. Some people really get freaky.
No, we ain't gonna say we ain't gonna go there. We ain't gonna go there. But shit, you man. But yeah, that some things are a little too much. Yeah, don't tie me up. Don't do none of that shit.
Oh yeah.
That's what Terry talking about. He talking about some. Y'all talking about normal shit. Eating the groceries normal too. Yeah, see Terry, wow. This nigga on Terry on that dominatrix. He talking about eating the groceries normal. Oh God. Pops said I came back too early. Pops,
30 minutes, Pops.
30.
It's 29 more minutes.
30.
Woo. Come in, 29 more minutes.
Moving on. What percentage of men do you think, this is a good one. What percentage of men do you think encourage their friends to be faithful / cheat on their women? And why do you think men cheat? And how do you think we can decrease cheating in the black community? So answer the first part question. What percentage of men, right, eat all the groceries? Wow, Kurt. Wow. I thought you was my man, Kurt. That's crazy. But what percentage of men do you think encourage their friends to be faithful or cheat?
I'll come back to this really quick, but the second part of the question, women cheat too, low key. Don't let them fool you.
Wait,
they
what
both
was the
cheat.
second part of the
No, but because you said something like
statistically, it's about even.
So women cheat too, but to get back what I think men cheat, man, it's
no, not why do you think men cheat? What's the percentage?
What's the percentage of men cheating in marriages or just relationship period?
Relationship in general, any committed relationship that's exclusive.
I think people. I don't know. I would say it's definitely over. It's probably 70%. People cheat. People cheat, man. That's just what it is. Yeah.
I'm saying, but what percentage of men do you think cheat because they're encouraged by they no good friends? Is what the girls are saying.
It's definitely cases where you got single friends and y'all go on a guy's trip or y'all hanging out and you cheating on your girl, smashing with them and stuff. And I think it's a smaller percentage than people would think. I don't know a number, but I definitely think it'd be under 50 that people really get their friends to cheat and stuff.
On the podcast.
Women cheat to affect they cheat better. That I agree with that. They do cheat better.
Well, this is my thing. To answer the question I asked you, I think it's 0%. I don't think that no man. Me and Joy tell you, and he probably feel the same way.
I definitely think it's men.
Well, I'm telling you, it's 0%. At least in my friend group, it's 0%. There's nothing that Joe could tell me to be faithful to my girl / cheat on my girl. If I wanted to cheat and he was telling me to be faithful and I wanted to smash, I'm going to do that. Yeah. If I wanted to be faithful and he was around other girls and they was around together like, Rod, just come on and indulge, I will do what I want to do. So I really believe it's 0%. I believe that's a cop-out. Nobody gets me to cheat. And that's why my ex, like, so saying what percentage, like, so some guys might listen to like, bro, man, cheat on your girl. She ain't cooking. She ain't giving you sex. Cheat on her. And they say, guys, cheat on her. Percentage of men that encourage their friends to be faithful. Now, I really feel like all my friends, I will say, to answer Julia's question, I don't feel like I got any friends that encourage me to do anything faithful or cheap. Real talk. And I'm not even trying to sound perfect, but like I said, from all my guys to Joe, D'Angelo, Demarian, Leo, Dries, Dexter, none of them ever encourage me to be faithful or cheap. They don't encourage me to do anything. Like, they literally...
Yeah, I agree with Morgan.
They literally... Yeah, I agree, Rod.
It's low. It's definitely lower, but it definitely ain't zero.
That's just
Black men don't cheat.
That's just a weak person, but to me, it's like...
Don't do that Charlamagne BS.
But for real, though, time out. To me, it's been like, I've been in a relationship, and I've been around my guys that's been single, that's been around women. One of my guys was in a fraternity. We was around a lot of women. And when I was in a relationship, I wasn't doing nothing. And it was women that did throw stuff at me at times, and I didn't do anything because I didn't want to.
No, that's good.
And that wasn't my guy bringing women around me. That's just his lifestyle, and that was me choosing to hang around him. So that doesn't mean that he was encouraging me to cheat. That's what people get wrong at. Because somebody else's lifestyle is their lifestyle. You go indulge and hang out with them. That doesn't mean that they encourage you to cheat. You had your own mind to do that. And
now I agree with you on that, but you was just saying what percentage you think.
Well, I think it's none, though, because my point is, even if you do in a relationship, you go hang out with your single friend and you cheat, that's you doing that. You're choosing to go hang out with that single
But some
man.
people ain't got the discipline not to be cool. Like you said, people trying to be cool. People trying to be
but
cool.
I'm saying I can't.
And they get influenced.
I can't blame the friend. It's my
you can't.
So when the question says what percentage of friends, it's saying what percentage of friends do you think encourage? And I'm saying
okay, my fault. I mixed up the question. Yeah, to me, no friend. Yeah, no. If you cheat, that's your fault. You can't blame friends.
It's not the friend that would encourage them. If they're
and
even if they got a girl, if you know your guy cheat on his woman and you not about that, and this is why me and Joe had these talks. When people, even if they're your friends, you're not gonna hang out in certain environments. If you know that, if you know that it could compromise your relationship, and you got one of your guys that you know, this dude go out every other night, he cheat on this girl, he really don't care. His relationship is kind of like that. You're not gonna be hanging out with him like that if you're not like that. Because
Y'all
if you do start hanging out with him more like that, you're gonna become like that because that's what you are.
You're gonna be exposed to it.
Excited to indulge yourself in, decided to indulge in. So me personally, I've been around dudes that get it. I've been around dudes that's been faithful when I've been single. And none of my dudes have acted off what I've been doing. None of them have said, Rod, you know what? These chicks.
Damn, he might go to the finals. Fuck. But let's finish. My bad. Let's finish.
Walked off the set.
I can't believe
That's okay. Mike want to leave early anyway.
10 deep.
Can't nobody encourage you to make it
that. Yeah. I agree. So I just feel like I like the question, but I really feel like it's all up to the individual person at the end of the day because you always know your friends. And even if your friends is in your ear and be like, bro, you need to cheat on your girl, blah, blah, that's still up to you as a man. You know what you got at home.
Yeah.
You know your relationship. Just because your right-hand man, it don't mean you have to do it. And like I said, none of my friends is weak like that.
84-77 going to the fourth tier.
Like I said, I feel like my friends respect me. They'll listen to my word, but I don't have that influence to make none of my guys cheat. Yeah. Ask them, Joe, you think I got the influence to make you cheat? If I bring around like 10 bad
you
chicks?
mentally weak.
That is, if anybody ever says that someone else influenced them, that's
you mentally really weak. You can't.
That's excuses. I mean, you can only cheat.
And if any woman buy that excuse, you deserve to get cheated on if you buy that excuse. Letting him blame friends.
What they say on that one podcast? What? No.
One of Eminem's best line is like, someone's like, "What?" There's an explanation. He's like, "What?" She slipped, fell, landed on his. Come on.
I guess some dog got said. I have been successful. That's what I'm saying, Morgan. You said that.
Oh, that was on what song is that?
You tried to tell them to be faithful. That's my point, Morgan. You tried to tell them to be faithful, and they still cheated. You tried to tell them to be faithful, and they still cheated. That's my point. They still do what they want to do.
Yeah, that's true, Terry. Ain't nobody about to say, girl, you need to cheat on your girl. Yeah. It's just you're in an environment and shit just happen, man. Some dudes just can't control it.
To answer the second part of that question,
if you're in that environment,
how do you think we can decrease cheating in the black community, especially?
I don't know because I don't know. You just don't know people's situation. You don't know people's situation. You don't know if his girl ain't giving him sex or nothing. You don't know if he a sex addict or something. So I don't know. That's tough.
I got the answer to that question.
What's the answer to it?
Communicate. That's the thing that people don't understand. We were just talking about this. I was just talking about this with somebody where...
And then kill on the mic.
Men don't like... Some men...
Wait, say that again, my bad.
Communicate, basically. You got to be able to express how you feel in relationships. And I feel like that will calm down a lot of cheating. If somebody is doing something you don't like, but you never told them that...
Some people addicted to cheating, too, though.
No, but
some people like...
Well, at that point, Mike, I'm just saying mentally probably something's wrong with them because if you're going to cheat...
It ain't no wrong with some people just addicted to cheating.
No, that's mentally.
No, because some people like having that relationship. You like having that person there, but then you like doing your own thing, too, though.
Okay, well, let's talk about majority of the people. What I'm saying is communication is key to stop cheating.
Too many variables, Curtis, yeah.
No, it's not too many variables, Curtis.
Right, it is. It is too many variables.
Y'all say too many variables, but what I'm saying is you have to communicate. You have to talk to your partner. If that's your partner...
If you tried that.
What do you mean
try that? Some people I want her to be my girl. Like, I want her, but you want your cake and eat it too. Some people are like, damn, but I want to hit that. So it's like, I don't know. Some people just like that. We all different.
Well, that's wrong, though, right?
It is wrong. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not agreeing with it, but what I'm saying is some people it sucks.
To me, the line is if you're not telling the truth, you're wrong. You're lying. Yeah.
I'm just saying for me,
that's a good point, Mama. If you bring it,
look, this is my point. I'm not trying to say people are perfect. Nobody's perfect. Y'all talking like it's a perfect
addicted
world.
to sex.
When y'all say a lot of things to tend to. I know that one person can't tend to everything. We talked about that last week. James brought that up. What I'm saying is communication solves a lot of stuff because there's a lot of times where people get into things because of simple misunderstanding. Because of a simple, you didn't really know how your partner felt in this situation. You didn't know how they felt about the situation. You didn't know that they really cared about this, and it really didn't mean as much to you. It's just all about communicating. And sometimes we're too prideful. When you're mad at something, when you feel like, nope, it's my way and I got tunnel vision, you're not going to communicate it. And that hole just sinks deeper and deeper and deeper for you to just go further and further away. If that's what you want to do, fine. But I'm saying if you want to say let's decrease cheating, I feel like communicate more and talk to your partner more. Because I feel like a lot of people who cheat, when you look at their relationship or if you analyze it, and I love that I took a class called Relationship Theory 101 because our main project of the whole class was you had to this class was so dope. You had to you had to analyze a couple. It could have been a relationship couple. It could have been a best friend couple. I did a relationship couple though for my group. You had to analyze them throughout the 12 weeks of the trimester, basically. And we had to use the stuff that we learned about relationship theory and stuff like that and then diagnose their relationship. So basically what it was we had to interview them individually. So the partners didn't know that they was being interviewed. I just asked, like I did my...
Curtis said I get some shit to say.
I did two... Curtis, come on, boy, say it. I did two friends. They didn't even know I was interviewing them. And I asked them about their relationships. I asked them about just relationship. Then I was supposed to bring it together. And then at the end of interviewing them and getting all your information, you tell them then that you interview both. Then you tell them, and then you see what they tell you after that. Now they know that you interviewed the partner. So once I did this, the conclusion that I came up with when it came to relationships, communication, it all came back down to communicating with your partner. Because you didn't tell them what you really wanted it up front because maybe you were scared to lose them. Maybe you thought that they had different beliefs. Whatever the case may be, you didn't talk about it, and then it just spiraled down to something different, and it led to other things, and other things.
That's communication is key. You giving good, tangible evidence.
Not talking to the other person.
You giving result. I feel like you giving a good example on a way to fix it. So I think this is a good start.
I'm just saying in general. I'm not saying that it'll fix it because in the end of the day, like
it won't fix it, but you're giving it. At least you're giving a reason.
But what I'm saying, like if you talk about it, talk about your day, talk about you having a bad day, and what makes you upset with what your partner does.
Like
just being comfortable saying that.
Real of it, and I don't know. I don't agree with it. I'm just saying,
I feel you. Some people do, but I'm saying.
But
I'm just talking about the people who want to work that relationship.
People who get cheated on, you really gotta. You can't take them back either.
But my point.
Some people take cheaters back.
My point, what I was getting to that I didn't get to finish is when we did the research, we found out the people that cheated in relationships, they communicated with people outside of the relationship more than the person in their relationship. So like their moms, their aunties, sisters, whoever, friends, people.
I'm saying
people outside the relationship.
Wait till we get to sports,
What
Terry.
I'm saying is people outside the relationship knew more about the relationship than the person in the relationship.
Yeah.
Everybody that had cheated in a project, that's what we found out.
Yeah.
That outside people.
I agree with you 100% on this. No, I agree. Communication is key, and like I said, like you've been saying, talking through it is key, and
telling somebody what.
And that'll save you in the long run too. That'll save you in the long run too. But go ahead, let's go to the next one.
Damn, we had 28 minutes.
Yep.
We're moving.
Yeah, let's go.
We're moving. We might get to the sports section early, and that's.
I like it. Let's go.
That's gonna be bad for him. When does a man know he in love? The married man.
You start first.
See, I've only been in love a couple times. Man, once. I thought I was in love, but it wasn't love. I was in love once. But I don't know, when does a man know he in love?
But why?
For me, I know I was in love. It was it's just consistent feelings like Marquise Lane. Who's Marquise?
Who's
Marcus Houston. For me, it's consistency. Like if I'm chilling with a chick and it's just like one person, and if it's just like one person constantly, and your actions is consistent with your words, and we moving, and I see you really about me, or you trying to be about me, or you want my attention, and you just check off all the things. God damn, because man, it's hard for me to say without like what is love, because I've only been in love once, maybe twice, but I feel like a man knowing he in love when, like I said, I'm gonna say this. I feel like for me, I would know I'm in love when no other woman means anything to me.
Bingo.
Yep.
Basically.
That's it.
Bingo. That was basically gonna be mine.
When you're ready to be faithful. Yeah.
I know I'm in love when another woman don't mean nothing to me. Like, I don't care how
But
fine
sometimes
she is, I don't care
people-
what she got over the girl.
Sometimes that can happen at like 18 to 19 to some people, and that could be too early sometimes.
I mean, it could be.
But that could be too early sometimes.
That's just my
yeah.
take on it, because there's some people that was at 18, 19, and they're still married today, 70, 80. So, I mean, it goes, like Mama always said, go half a hand the other, half a dozen the other, half a dozen of whatever she
But
does.
sometimes you can catch that early, and you really don't know the person. What you just said, you can catch that early. I'm saying you really, sometimes you really just don't know. Because sometimes you can catch that early. You catch it early, and you really don't know that person. You don't know everything about the person. You just so, like you say, you just so mesmerized at that time. You mesmerize with him and stuff. So you really, I don't know. I don't think you really don't really know like people like you think. At the moment, you think you know, but it's yeah.
What about you, James? What you got to say?
No, I agree with that answer. When you're ready to be faithful, when the temptation of another woman's touch ain't like that big on your radar.
What about you, Joe?
How do you know you were loved then? You really, I don't know. You really never know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
The best I have to go
I
off
agree,
of
Jay.
the best I have to go off is my parents.
Okay.
I mean, I see them and what they do. I mean, what I heard my mom say many a times is, she loves going to hang out with her friends, but at the end of the day, she always would rather be with him and my dad. And they do things together. They all have their love, and I don't know. They both also have quite a lot of opposites.
What like spending time together when you're not having sex?
What does that have to do with their
Yeah, that's what it
relationship
is.
and what they have to do
Mama.
with each other? It doesn't have to do with anything else. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's such an individual question. It's almost impossible for you to be able to answer. You just have to listen to everybody else and then just
see what works.
what
for
do
them.
you love? I mean, that's really I don't know. You got to love yourself and you got to figure out what you love before even you can answer that question.
Yeah.
I like that. I do like that. Love yourself before you can love anybody else.
Yeah,
You gotta
love
see
yourself.
that.
That's
I
where
do
it's
like. Hey, I like the spin we all put on that, and I like that. That's what communication. I like that. I like that.
Love yourself.
I like what everybody said on that segment. I think there's no two phases when that happens in your teens and adulthood. I think that. Yeah, I do. I think there could be two phases. So a follow-up question to Rod and James answer: can you really love someone you cheated on?
Yeah, you can actually.
Yeah.
You can love someone you
because-
cheated on. I'm not gonna lie. You can love someone you cheated
I'm
on.
gonna say yeah because like I told somebody this. If I got cheated on, look, women, if y'all watching and you be happen to be my woman down the line, don't even think it's gonna be possible to do. But I'm just saying, cheating is not the end all be all for me. If I get cheated on, that doesn't mean I'm gonna leave.
You're gonna be hot at the moment and stuff, but
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be hot, but I know it. The thing is, what I'm starting to realize as I get older, if I get cheated on, it's not because of me. Okay, because I'm well endowed. Okay, I'm hardworking. I'm me. I'm Rod. Who would want to cheat on me? I'm sorry, ladies, but seriously, who would want to cheat on this when I get dialed up? Right now, I'm in sweats and.
Kendrick Lamar said it perfect on
Who
overly
would
dedicated
want to cheat me?
mixtape.
So the reason why I'm saying that, Ray, yes, you can still love somebody that's cheated, because I know me personally, if I'm giving my all, yes, I can still love you because I know that cheating has nothing to do with me. You cheating on me has nothing to do with me. You cheating on me is an example. If you say, Rod, you didn't show me attention, that's why I did this, or you didn't do that. Okay, you can critique me, but you can't say you cheat on me because of me.
Yeah.
Because like I said earlier in the last segment, if you communicated those things with me, then the attention will change up if you feel like I need to start showing you more attention.
On the song Opposites Attract, Kendrick Lamar, you love people that hurt you and hurt people that love you. And I really think that's true.
Well, to an extent.
For real.
To an extent. The Eagles just
He
got a
said to an
touchdown.
extent.
To an
Who scored
extent
that touchdown?
because the tight end for the Bengals. Yeah, I'm just in time. DC, funny. Yeah, people to
DC, the Browns better not
I
lose.
hate you, Ruby. I'm saying what would make a woman want to cheat on all this? Like for real, like I'm being real. Like cheat, and if you cheat, yeah, I'm gonna bounce back. But yeah, Rod about to be saved and his girl's phone at shelter.
I mean, people you can't use love to
Jerry, you funny.
dedicate how you make all of your decisions, because if you think about it, drug addicts that have issues still love their kids. They can't stop themselves. So if someone's addicted to the sex,
Yeah, right.
which actually is about the power, they're addicted to that power, the mental of getting off.
Yeah.
They can still love their spouse.
Exactly,
but
yeah.
They're mental. They're caught on something else that is, but it's not necessarily related. I mean,
And
just like I said.
cheating could be insecurity
I
too.
don't
It
think
could
you
be a
should
lot-
be trying
it
to
depends
love
on
somebody
why.
you cheated on.
You don't believe you should?
Shonda.
You should. Okay.
Like I said, drug addicts love their kids, but CPS
Yeah, that's
doesn't
a
take 'em,
yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
CPS
like
still comes.
it's tough for me.
Yeah.
The way you. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and say like
I don't feel like you
Oh.
can cheat being loved. Man,
I don't think you should. Yeah, I don't
Ray Ray,
think-
you never know though. What if it happened to you maybe in about
because
10,
Ray
20
Ray,
years?
Derwin did cheat on Melanie, but he loved her.
Yeah,
He loved her, and that show by
I think he loved her.
his action. It's just stuff happened. Like I said, they did communicate because of their pride, and it went deeper and deeper away, and he cheated. There's not cheating, and that's what I forgot to bring up, people. And I'm not condoning cheating because I'm against
I don't
cheating.
condone. Yeah, I'm against it too.
But cheating should I forgot my train of thought. Cheating does not mean you love somebody less. That's what I was about to say. Dang, we got new viewers. Shout out to my auntie, Nisi Whittier, Jasmine watching. Cheating does not diminish love. It does make it makes you disrespectful, and you need to make up for it. And like I said, you need to communicate going forward that you're not going to accept it. And if you're not going, and if somebody can't change, then it's just a wrap. Like we talked about
No,
communicating.
Ray, that was a good analogy about Rod.
Okay.
No, that was a good
No,
analogy.
cheating drug addicts are compared.
No,
to
that was a good. Remember, she
That
just
was
said no
James.
comeback
That
for
was
that.
James.
No, oh no, James. Yeah, my bad,
Where
my
you treat and
bad.
respect her can depend if you're going to get.
No, you
cheated.
said the people love they people
That
drug
was-
addict but love their kids. That was James.
Yeah,
Okay,
that was James. Like
my bad.
I
Yes,
said,
yeah,
I
James
know
was
I
right.
wrong. Yeah,
Melanie was bogus for giving Trey. Now I don't think Melanie was bogus
Yeah,
for
she
that.
was. Yep, she was, Mike.
What? What
She
she
was.
just went to lunch?
No, he talking about she was bogus for getting with Trey Wiggs. How she had sex with him.
How?
I'm
He
gonna tell you
cheated
about
on her.
He cheated, but the thing is, Mike,
She did it out of spite. But so what?
But he first off, that was somebody they knew, like we talked about, and he already suspected it. And my thing is this.
Wait, so you think
No,
she was
no,
bogus for cheating on him after he cheated on
I'm
her?
not saying she was bogus for having sex with someone else. She was bogus for having sex with Trey Wiggs, is what I'm saying. Because my point to you about that is this.
Good question, Joe.
Is sex about love or is it something different? My point to you about this is the reason why she was wrong for having sex with Trey Wiggs because Derwin already suspected that he wanted her. And Derwin was right that he wanted her.
Well, of
And
course he was
hold
right
on.
about that.
That was one of the first stepping stones
Slow
to get
down.
Derwin to trust her less. When she still went behind his back and hung out with him, I'm not excusing him for cheat, but that was something that he felt that made him move away and do that with Juicidor, and then you have sex with him afterwards. No, she could have had sex with somebody
No,
else.
but he was being possessive because as soon as with Drew Sidora, he was being sneaky with her, and it wasn't because of the Trey Young thing.
How was
Trey
he-
Young thing.
When was he being sneaky with Drew?
He was being
Oh,
sneaky
you
with
mean
her, like
all
kiss
the
her
time?
in the video and stuff. He was being sneaky as hell with her.
Well, yeah, he was, Mike. But what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is,
Then
look,
she tried to give him a lead.
look,
Yeah,
This
she
is
was
my
just doing.
point.
She was just doing stuff out of spite for Durham. Yeah,
they
she
was
was
over. Y'all
upset.
about to make me get ignorant of these comments. Get ignorant.
Get
little
ignorant
sis.
there, yeah.
What I'm saying is this.
That was after
no,
Durham cheated.
this-
I'm with you, Ray Ray.
No, but this is what I'm saying. No, I'm not with you, Ray Ray, because this is what I'm saying. Women think because you cheat on them that, okay, it's a license that, right, you cheat on me, so I'm going to go sleep with your cousin. Or I'm going to go sleep with your best friend. No. If I cheat on you, boom, I cheat. Go do something with somebody else.
But some people so emotional and mad that you cheated, they will try to get you back. They really don't mean it. Like Melanie didn't really try
I'm
to do
saying
that with
so-
Malik.
Yes,
She
she
didn't really.
did.
No,
Malik
but she
was
didn't
gonna
really.
tear
What
that
I'm
up.
saying is no. What I'm saying is she did it, but she was just doing it to get it Durham. So she was using 100% emotion.
Yep.
So she really like
She doing it to get at Durham. But my
yeah, she's
point
doing it to
is,
get at Durham.
why would you do something so low? He didn't do nothing with Tasha.
But he still
Kelly.
cheated on her with Juicidora.
So could you?
It ain't no excuse for you. He cheated on her with Juicidora. Even if she didn't know him, you still
Get the
cheated.
heck out of here with that dumb bitch. She cheated on Derwin because his ass cheated first.
But I am tripping though. With the lunch thing, I don't know if she should run out to lunch with him without because Derby
Yeah,
didn't
like
know.
that-
I gotta watch the game over because
And then,
I'm
like I said,
still
Melody
watching
did
Moesha,
things-
so I ain't watched
No,
the game
and
yet.
also we didn't bring this up. Mike, Melody did things that I'm talking about.
He was being sneaky as hell with Drew
because Melanie pushed Derwin into
he tried to lie on the phone. You remember he tried to lie about the phone shit. Yeah, Derby was on some sneaky stuff.
When we got the question, that's called revenge. Oh no, Julia. When we got the question that what percentage of men make their women cheat, let's say what percentage of women make the men cheat, because what I'm saying is
I told you, yeah.
No, woman, the relationship, because what I'm telling you is Melanie didn't make it so Melanie made it easy for Derwin to cheat. When he asked her to marry her, she turned him down.
That don't mean she cheated, but
No,
like I said, if
time
a
out.
woman tell me no,
No,
marry
time
me,
out.
you ain't getting asked for it.
Mike, no, she
You ain't
turned
getting
like
asked for
Julie
it.
said.
You ain't about to tell
Mike,
me
she
no.
turned him down. You did this with Trey Wiggs. You was when he asked you not to.
Before, wait, what did she do with Trey Wiggs before he
No,
cheated
not
on
do
her?
nothing, Mike. He asked you not to go to lunch, and then you got caught in the tabloids with him at lunch. And then they all made shirts about him, his teammates laughing at him. Time out. But second, what I'm saying is second, she turned down this marriage because then she said she had to finish med school. Well, that was an excuse because you was already playing house. You was already moving to San Diego and you already lived with him. Y'all already doing the marriage thing. So why turn him down? And like he told you, even despite that you wasn't pregnant, he still would have married her. And she still could have. How is marrying him going to slow you down in med school? If anything, that would probably encourage you and push you harder to go in med school. He's an NFL player.
Yeah, I'm not gonna blame Melanie
So,
for Derby cheating. He
Stop
cheated.
blaming Melly for Derby.
Because you was just explaining, nothing should be able to make you cheat.
No, I'm not saying that she made him cheat. What I'm saying is,
But you saying it was a factor. It was a factor.
The relationship. You turned my marriage down when you living with me. I'm looking to marry you. Regardless if you was pregnant or not, regardless if you was in med school, her marrying him would not have made her stop going to med school, and that was her excuse for not marrying him. And no, it's not a green light to cheat, right? But then every single time he wanted her to be on his arm, let's go to the grant, come to the workshop. No, I got to do this, I got to do that. What I'm saying is she made it easy for him. She made it easy for him by not being that woman that stayed on his arm. And Tasha told her. She should have listened to Tasha.
For real, DC.
I don't agree with Tasha Mack on everything, but she should have listened to Tasha. And Tasha told her, you a damn fool for turning it down and not going after. You already turned down this man's marriage when you saw that he truly loved you. That's what I'm saying. Women always want to see.
What up, Tank?
Women always want to see when you truly. Women hate Jason Pitts, right? Because he was all about the money. Durham was the opposite of that, and he still got shitted on. And then y'all saying he wrong for
Well, I
saying
agree with you, but it still
did.
ain't no excuse for him to cheat on her. But I do agree.
God.
Melanie was like, she turned down this marriage, and y'all was already playing house. Yeah, that was
So,
to me that was
I'm not
wrong. But he
saying
still
that
should have
he
cheated
shouldn't
though.
have cheated, Mike. He should have communicated with her that he felt like she should have married him. My point is, it still came back to lack of communication. But all I'm saying is, they want their cake and eat it too. She wanted her cake in that situation and eat it too.
Yeah.
You wanted to be Miss Derwin Davis when it benefited you. But then you didn't really want to be Miss Derwin Davis because you felt like it was going to stop your career. Stop it. You already moved out there for him. You already living with him. Oh, it's tied up now. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Actually, I might have to start. Go ahead.
Oh, God. You might have to put that on.
I'm gonna have to put it on.
Next topic. Who should be the breadwinner between a man and a woman in a relationship?
There's no answer for that. Either one could be the breadwinner.
Back toys, one-on-one.
Because either one could be the breadwinner. I'm not even gonna lie. In my situation, I definitely want to be, but if my wife was, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care if she was a breadwinner. But like I said, there's no right or wrong answer. But you just got to know how to, like you said, it comes with communication with that too.
Well, I'm like this.
But to me, it doesn't matter. There's no
Make that
answer.
money, babe. Okay, make that bread. Okay, girl.
But that's a controlling point right there in a relationship. Whoever the breadwinner. Sometimes people use that as a
You ain't gonna
controlling
control
thing.
me with money because money don't mean nothing to me, and my girl gonna know that.
Well, if you're a stay-at-home dad and she holds the power,
well, I'll never be a stay-at-home
to the-
dad. I don't like
Oh.
being at home now, and I ain't got no kids. So I'll never be a stay-at-home dad. That's first and foremost. But second of all, I don't really care about that bread.
facts, Ray did blow up in his
I feel
face.
like it is he got what 1955 question. Well, Jeremy, there's some people that care about this. So we had to talk about it. This was brought to us by
there's
the
no
fans.
right answer. Yeah, there's no right answer.
This was us brought to the fans, by the fans. So we had to bring it up.
Yeah, it's between. It
That's
depends
between
on
a
the
man and a woman.
relationship.
Yeah, I agree.
There's
It
no
depends on
right
the
answer.
relationship. You can make that moolah, baby. You can make more than me. That's cool. I'm gonna make the money now. The one thing I will say is this: I ain't living with no
You
chick.
think?
I ain't living.
Elaborate, Tang.
I ain't living with no chick.
Elaborate,
That's
Tang.
all I would say. I think that's what Tango go at. What I'm saying is, I ain't living with no chick where she the head of the household. My name ain't on that motherfucking lease. No, I'm the head of the household. You can make all the money.
But if she
you
the
want.
breadwinner,
No, listen what I'm saying, okay? Before you get it twisted. She can make all the money she wants. She can make 100,000, I can make 50,000. But that house gonna be mine. The crib it's gonna be my crib. So that means
what
that,
if you need what if y'all get in the car and you need the car in her name because she
well, no,
she
but
make
look,
more.
she got
her
the
credit
money.
better.
But what I'm saying is, I'm talking about my house. Because when you decide to leave me with all your money, go get your own.
What if her
it's
credit
fine.
better? What if she has to be the one to
I'm
put
saying
her
to
name?
me, you a weak man when a woman can tell you to go get out her house. And it's not your house. That's weak to me. Like if a woman just say, get out my house, and you have no stake in that house.
But
that's not
I
what a
always
man
said
can do.
this too. Like on shows you see when a woman
That's
tell
not what a man
when
should
woman, yeah, when you see on the shows is both y'all house a woman tell him to leave or go sleep in the couch. I'm like, if I'm paying rent here, you ain't telling me that.
Yeah,
You ain't telling
well,
me that
if
at
it
all.
ain't your
Okay.
house, she will tell you.
Well, if it
that.
ain't
That's
your
what I'm
house, you
saying.
do got to get out.
If you just shacking up, my point is that's the only thing I'm saying. The breadwinner, you can be the breadwinner all you want. Be the breadwinner all you want. But ain't nobody. I ain't gonna be nobody second year household.
Let's keep your promise. Where we at?
What we at,
We at
Jay?
44.
Yeah, we got 40 seconds to talk about something else.
Something else.
39 seconds.
And
Okay.
hopefully Pops come back on.
How often should there be a date night in a relationship when it's in a relationship?
Weekly.
Okay, Boston. Wait, say it again.
How often should there be a date night?
How should be a date night?
Bi-weekly. 2 weeks.
I think date nights are good. Like James said, weekly is good. But every relationship, like sometimes relationships get with both of them working hard. You got the kids and stuff. You don't have the babysitters and stuff. Because some people I know, people I work with, they moved here from Minnesota and they don't have no family here,
We gotta get to
so
DC
they don't
question
get to
now.
have date nights. So, but weekly is ideal. That's just the minimum. Weekly is just the minimum. But I would definitely say try to do it more often to keep the relationship going.
We'll add another DC question. So we'll have 4. We got our 4 World Talk section questions for next week. Okay, y'all, because I told y'all 45 minutes. They will be: do fathers that's not around have normal rights? When should kids make their own decision as a teen? Double standards of women being called a slut or a hoe versus men getting celebrated for having multiple partners. And then one that we got today was do you think there's an agenda behind the black man narrative not protecting, loving, and caring for black women to further separate black men and black women?
Agree, Ray. It's gonna be harder.
Those are some of the things we'll talk about next week on the Real Talk section. It'll
Yeah,
go
one
back
of the
to
questions I want to get to.
Which one? The protecting black men and women?
Yeah, hold on,
That's
my
the one
bad.
DC asked. Which one? No, it ain't no. I didn't write it down.
Oh,
here, but
okay.
it's on there.
My bad. But we didn't get to
Which
it
one?
though. But yeah.
Which one? The protecting the double
Oh
standard?
no, about the double standards, about the slut and the hoe and stuff.
Yeah, that'll be next week.
I
on the
wanna
Real
talk about
section.
that, yeah.
That'll be next week on the Real
Okay.
Talk section, y'all. So we appreciate that in the Real Talk section.
Thanks
So
for the
now-
real talk. Yeah, keep
now
coming
we're going
back.
on to part 2 of the show, which y'all know this is what we do. NFL, we're gonna start off in the sports section. We're gonna get y'all a couple minutes. We back in here, y'all. We appreciate y'all being with us. Right now, Miami is down by 1, 94-93.
Jaylen Brown at the line. He missed the first one.
Factoids 1-on-1, 95.
Boston win. I don't want to see another sweep.
Moving over to the NFL right now, it's 14-10. Browns over Bengals.
Okay, Browns.
Both teams on 1. Well, I'm not gonna say okay. They only have 4 on the.
ODB got a touchdown.
Black Cupid need a feature next week. Yeah, Black Cupid, you already know you've been on here before. Hey, you welcome back on.
Anytime. I think you're talking about you need a feature on Black.
Hey, Black Cupid need a feature next week. Oh,
I think you're talking about he needs you to feature on Black Cupid.
Oh, okay. Dang. Okay. I'll take that. I'll be on. I'll come
Hey,
on.
that Black Cupid nice, Jeremy. That
Chiefs
Black
1-0,
Cupid nice.
baby.
Chiefs 1-0, baby.
You surprised, Morgan? Oh, yeah. Shout out to James. All right, let's get into the NFL. Morgan Wright, the Super Bowl champs, started out where they left off at. You know, after they won the Super Bowl, started off no preseason.
Chiefs make offense look
Came
easy.
right to the season 1-0. What's your recap about Week 1?
I'll start with my
What's
team,
on
the
your
Bears. We won the game, but I don't like the way we played. We looked terrible, and then we almost lost to that bum team, the Lions. I didn't like the way we played, but I'm glad we stuck and got the win. But Week 1 overall, it's hard for me to talk. Like, I'm not worried about Tampa Bay. People start getting on Brady about they was making jokes about it was a meme of Winston be like, I told you I wasn't the problem.
I saw that.
Brady didn't be fine. The Saints was gonna beat them. I knew they was gonna beat them. So Week 1 is tough. I don't know what to say, but I definitely think the Chiefs about to have like a 15-1 season, and they may lose in the playoffs. But I think Chiefs about to go crazy this year, bar an injury. Denver lost because I hate hearing his mouth. So Denver lost. They had injuries, but I don't care. If they was fully healthy, Denver would have lost that game anyway. And wait, Drew Lock, he impressed me a little bit.
I thought it was Aaron Lock.
Drew Lock, he can move a little bit. He can move, and I definitely think y'all need him as y'all quarterback. And I know it's only one game, but I like what I saw. The way he can move in the pocket, he can extend plays. So I like that. But Denver, I'm glad they lost. And and a team that's gonna surprise me. It may not surprise some of y'all. Cam looked good. Bill Belichick seemed like he changing up schemes for Cam and stuff. So the Patriots may be better than I thought. I still think Buffalo go win that division, but Patriots gonna look better. Patriots look better. And the Eagles, I'm shocked they lost to the Redskins. So yeah, we'll see. I like for the season to get about 3-4 weeks in before I really start making some crazy stuff. Oh yeah. a Vikings fan here. The Vikings lost. Aaron Rodgers was eating that defense up. But what you think, Rob? What you think?
You're sick. First thing he said was he was happy the Broncos lost. That's cute.
Morgan crazy.
We definitely lost. And Morgan put in here the Chiefs, Chargers, and Raiders all.
Damn, Broncos fucked up the.
But he didn't bring up that they played the Bengals, Panthers, and the Texans. I'm sorry, we beat the Texans badly last year. They're not that good to me without DeAndre Hopkins.
Hey,
Now,
Tex Pop, tell me on.
Carolina's one of the worst defenses around, and the Bengals have a rookie quarterback. They have the number 1 overall pick for a reason. So I'm gonna address Morgan on that. But to address my Broncos situation, we lost. No injuries, excuses to be.
It's 1 week. Tom.
We definitely should have won that game. But all I'm telling people is this.
It's 1 week.
All I'm telling people is this. Exactly what I said will come to fruition. So, like I said, y'all have chances to still jump on the bandwagon like y'all did with my Heat, because as soon as Cortland Sutton get back in the lineup with Jerry Jeudy and Melvin Gordon.
No, I told you, I'm impressed with Drew Lock.
As soon as he get back in the lineup, we're going to beat the Steelers this week. I'm not worried about it. We'll be 1-1. So that being said, that's out the way. Week 1, Brady getting into the warm-up of things with the Buccaneers. They'll be fine. One team I do want to highlight that I told you I was overrated, that I told you was overrated, that probably won't make the playoffs again, that you want to be on his list.
Right in your face.
Joey Bosa or Nick Bosa and the 49ers. Talk about how Arizona went in there and smacked them in the mouth with a young quarterback and that nice team. They're going to have to be able to put up points in that division. I don't trust Garoppolo, like I said in the first place. The Rams will mess around and beat them. The Seahawks, we saw Russell Wilson. He's an MVP candidate.
Russell Wilson, man.
Make it look
I
too
respect
easy.
him now.
So the 49ers is somebody I need to watch. Minnesota, the one thing I will say about this, I'm not
Russell
worried.
Wilson's second best quarterback in the league.
I'm not worried about the Vikings yet. They did come out at home and disappoint me versus the Packers. I think Zimmer is starting to get a lot more fans looking at him and some of his decision calling. But I will say this. Zimmer does make good adjustments, and the Vikings have a good team. So I think they just have to get these young guys a few games under their feet. They might start off 1-2, 2-2. We know what they did last year, but I think the Vikings will be fine. The Bears, like I told people, look.
I got to feel we might lose to the Giants.
Look, they was down 23-6. People need to put respect on that man Trubisky name. I know the Lions
he played good last game,
pass, but he brought them back. And my point is, Matt Nagy puts the Bears behind a lot.
Damn, the Heat about to win.
Matt Nagy puts the Bears behind a lot. Damn, we went on a 9-0 run. Okay, cool. We'll talk about that next. Matt Nagy calls bad plays at times.
Yeah.
Morgan talking about his Chiefs. Yes, right now the Chiefs are the best team in the league. I mean, Morgan, their offense is top notch. But by October 25th, we will be ready for them. We will have games under our belt. Our young players are getting really acclimated. I like what Michael Ojemudia did. That's the quarterback out of Iowa. Y'all heard that name here first. Remember I told y'all about Alexander, too. Y'all heard about that name here. Number 45 on the linebacker on the defensive end. So, Devontae Bosby just got activated for the practice squad. So, we going to be all right. As soon as our leader on offense and Cortland Sutton come back, was that Tyler Hero?
No, that was
We're going to be all right.
Low key, he y'all second best shot creator.
We're going to be all right. And that's all I'm saying. So, week 1, I like week 1 for what it showed me. It didn't show me nothing about, besides the teams I knew, Seattle, Baltimore, Kansas City. Those are going to be some of your tough teams to get over. If Lamar Jackson accuracy stay the same way it is, they're going to be a scary team in Baltimore.
Yeah.
But I still think Baltimore issue is they're going to need an outside weapon, because I feel like a team that will be able to guard them on the outside at receiver and be able to contain Lamar Jackson is a real threat to them.
And that's the thing about Baltimore. Do they know how to make it do they know how to... Oh, they shouldn't let them get that rebound. Do Baltimore know how to make adjustments when teams stop what they're good at? That's Baltimore problem.
Yeah, you can see behind the scenes.
The Heat up 3. Yeah, we'll get to it, but yeah.
Let's go to a couple week 2 predictions real quick. We already did our Browns Bengals. Right now that's still 14-10. Browns is in their territory.
Go to some good game. I still gotta do my predictions, but we can do them here.
Let's go your Giants Bears.
I really think Giants are coming in and beat us, but I'm gonna pick the Bears. I think we're gonna win that. It's gonna be a low 20-17. I think we'll win on game-winning field goal.
I'm taking the Bears 27-24.
Okay.
Vikings Colts.
Vikings gonna get their first win. They will get their first win. I'm gonna go Vikings 27-20.
I'm going Vikings 30-24. I'm picking the Vikings also. That was a tough one. What about Broncos Steelers?
Ooh, that's in Denver.
That's in Pittsburgh.
I'm going to go Pitt. Y'all starting out 0-2. I'm going to go Pitt in another close game because y'all defense looking decent. Y'all defense looking pretty good.
I'm taking Broncos. 22-17.
Oh, I didn't do a score, but my
22-17.
But I would take Steelers. Morgan, who you picking? Steelers or Broncos?
22-17. Cortland Sutton plays, and we get the W.
I'm picking. I don't even know who Terry picked, but yeah, I'm picking Steelers.
He picked the Steelers. And then last but not least, Monday Night Football, Saints Raiders.
Saints.
Oh, we know we're doing another one. Saints Raiders. You going Saints?
I'm
going Saints too. 31-7. No, I'm going Saints 38-27. Seahawks Patriots. Game of the week.
I'm gonna go Seahawks. Oh, that's gonna be a good game.
Game of the week.
Cam and Wilson. I'm gonna go Seahawks. But that's gonna be a good game, I think. Patriots deep. You be hating on Patriots defense. Patriots got deep still.
Miami.
They did, but man, Patriots.
Seattle 34-24. Cam Newton.
You know,
Cam Newton will be ready.
You never know, Morgan.
Cam Newton will be ready for games like this.
You picked against my Bears, though.
Cam Newton will be ready for games like this once late November, early
versus the
December.
Lions.
Cam Newton will be ready for games like this, but I'm taking Russell Wilson 34-24.
Yeah, Russell Wilson, like I said, he shut me up because I really thought he was an overrated quarterback when he first got to the
Since
league.
Morgan watching, let's do it for him. Chiefs, Chargers, who you take?
Wilson Raw.
Who you take?
Chiefs who?
Chiefs, Chargers.
Do I really got to answer that? Chiefs.
I'm taking Chiefs 37-17.
Chiefs easily.
Chiefs 37-17.
But that is a division game, man. You know, sometimes division games you be
Chiefs 37-17.
Tyrod.
Mahomes.
Chubb already got a touchdown.
Joe, who you taking, Vikings or Colts?
Skull. Skull.
Huh. Kirk Cousins better play.
And Mike, shut up. Don't even talk about
What?
that.
I picked Vikings.
I'm just saying.
I picked them to win.
I already knew you were going to start getting into the Vikings.
You see what Morgan said? The Broncos are. Morgan, I'm not going to entertain you today. Morgan,
Yeah, but your Bears might surprise
Morgan, you could come
Agree.
right. Morgan,
Agree,
you could come right here and have that same energy. Have that same energy. Come right here. You got that same energy, bro.
Morgan, just know when the Broncos finally beat the Chiefs, you know Ryan ain't gonna leave you alone.
When we finally beat the Chiefs.
Yeah, y'all ain't beat the Chiefs in years.
Ooh, Buckets just made a free throw clutch.
Yeah, this game over. Chiefs up. I mean, Heat up 2-0.
Segue into our next topic.
Heat
NBA
Lakers.
playoff recap. Conference finals.
You want me to start or you start? Because if I start, I ain't about to be nice.
James, you get this guy.
I ain't about to be nice.
Y'all hear this guy? You start.
So you better start.
You start.
Because people gonna be mad at me.
You start, buddy.
I start?
Yeah, you
so
start.
we just talking about playoffs or?
Recap.
Okay, recap. I'm going to start with it. PG, playoff P, prove he's still a playoff choker. Kawhi Leonard choked in Game 7. And I'm going to say it. You can't shoot 6 of 20 and score 14 points in Game 7 after losing 3-1 lead. I'm going to talk about it. He choked in Game 7. You can't do that. You can't lose that. Denver, I'm going to give them credit, though. Because I'm not one of the people, they choked, that's why Denver won. No. Denver came back. Denver definitely played great. They showed they were the better team. But the reason I call it a choke on Kawhi and PG is
Wait,
because...
I'm saying you said Kawhi choked for Game 7 or did
Yeah.
he choke for the series?
I'm going to go with series and Game 7. The reason I'm going to go with series because they had a 3-1 lead. You had a 3-1 lead, and you had double-digit leads with under 6 minutes in the third. You had double-digit leads. You had a 19-point lead in Game 5, a 16-point lead in Game 6. You didn't have you had a 10-point lead, but it was in the second quarter. And I know leads can evaporate, but you still can't lose those leads. And I'm sorry. Kawhi, I'll say he definitely choked Game 7, but the reason I say the series is because you can't lose a 3-1 lead. You just can't lose a 3-1 lead. And yes, and I know people will be like, Kobe lost a 3-1 lead, this dude lost a 3-1 lead, and I think they choked in the way too. So,
well, no, Kobe
that's for
losing
me.
the 3-1 lead. The better team was the team that was down 3-1. The better team
That's a
in the
good
situation was up 3-1, so
But-
I won't bring up Kobe.
and like I'm
that's
saying,
what I'm telling you, I'm being fair.
PG-13 is a choker, and he choked, and we already know that, but Kawhi choked too. And that's Kawhi. This Kawhi first time ever choking. He never choked before, but what you got to say? And oh yeah, hold on, before we go, I'm going to give your Heat respect, man. Rod, this is the only thing he been right about basketball. The Heat up 2-0, they surprising me. I really thought Hero and Duncan Robinson would choke in the playoffs. They wouldn't be hitting the threes they do, but Hero is hitting clutch baskets. Jimmy Butler, a person who I criticize, Morgan and Terry know, he's surprising me. His leadership is crazy. The Heat defense is crazy. So I give credit where credit due. He's right about this, but I still don't respect his basketball knowledge. But I'm talking about NBA knowledge. I won't say basketball because Rod is a good coach. But NBA knowledge, he needs to stop
Shout out
talking.
to the
But
men.
I'll give him respect. The Heat is really proving me wrong, and they may go to the finals. But I really hope they go against the Lakers if they go to the finals because That'd be a good finals. But
Yes.
what you think of the
Can
playoffs?
I ask one question? So,
Yeah,
Mike,
go ahead.
is it still a choke if Denver wins this series?
If Denver wins the series, I won't call it a choke, but I will criticize LeBron.
Because I still think you can still call Game 7 a choke in a way. But
The
it's
reason
hard
I
to say
call
that
Clippers a choke
it's
is
hard to
because
say the whole series is a choke if Denver beats them.
I'm not calling the Clippers a choke because they lost to Denver. I'm only calling them a choke. They lost a 3-1 lead in Game 7. Your two best players was a no-show. That's a no-no.
I
man.
agree.
So that's
I
why.
agree that
Don't
every-
disrespect Jimmy
Kawhi's
Butler. No,
back.
Jimmy Butler's proving me wrong.
Kawhi was carrying Paul George in his back. You
Oh.
see it in the game.
But we already came to the
got
conclusion
back problems.
PG-13's a choker.
No.
He's
Well,
a choker. So we already know that. But that's still, though, I'm not going to put that on PG for Kawhi no-showing in Game 7. So that's me.
No.
Well, what I'm saying is,
And Kawhi's not a choker, though.
He
He's
could have
not a
done
choker.
more, but do you think someone else would have just won that series if it wasn't Kawhi?
Maybe somebody else would have won it, but I only can go by what we saw.
well, no, I can answer for you that nobody that he cheers for gives respect with
Come
winning
on, get
because, like I brought up in
Come on,
15, LeBron
Come on, catch
had his help play better and he lost. Kawhi helped actually play worse. Montrezl Harrell averaged 18.
Jordan couldn't get the Clippers to the conference final.
Montrezl Harrell averaged 18 points.
Stop it, Julian.
No, but Julian's a big Jordan fan. He don't disrespect.
Oh, he
Julian's
kidding?
saying that.
Oh, no, Jordan definitely get the Clippers to the
Julian's
conference final.
saying don't disrespect, don't call Kawhi choker because I agree, Julian. I'm about to bring
Kawhi don't have Jordan Arsenal.
I'm about to break it down to y'all. Kawhi did play bad Game 7. I agree, choke Game 7 away, just like LeBron choked Game 4. But if you want to keep your same energy and say at 15, LeBron only choked one game and then choked the series, what's the same thing with Kawhi?
But LeBron didn't have a 3-1 lead.
I'm about to-
3-1
let me
lead,
answer
though.
that.
Okay.
I'm about to tell you why I say it's the same thing because I tell
T.
you,
Williams would never win the title with Jimmy.
like I said,
Never.
No, he just saying that to get on under Joseph.
Oh, okay, I was about to say.
Like Julian disrespects the Timberwolves today.
Oh, okay, I was
He
about to
don't- he don't
say.
respect the Wolves.
Don't worry.
But-
We could go on. Wolves about to be right there here
But
soon.
Mike, what I'm saying is about this.
My fault, Julian. I don't know your sarcasm.
LeBron helped play better, and he
Look, my
lost.
guy took off the
Kawhi helped
social.
play worse. Montrezl Harrell averaged 18 in the season, right? This last year he averaged 11. We know what Paul George did. He shot 10 for 47. and
But,
4
Rod, I
25,
will say this, though.
and he won 6 men of the year.
You don't, with other players, you don't bring up their help.
I do. LeBron helped. I brought up in 15.
In 15, what about
I brought
in
this up.
18? But
His help still. What his help did not do?
nobody averaged over 10 in that 18 series besides Kevin Love. You didn't bring up those role players, but you bringing up role players for
Oh,
the
yeah, I
Clippers
did bring up
without
role-
getting on Kawhi in
I
there.
did bring up little
In Game 7, you shot 6 for
I'm
20
gonna tell you
and
why I
14
got on Kawhi.
points.
That's why I got on LeBron for 18 because it's about leadership.
Clippers are cursed.
Mike, wait, hold on.
They are
It
cursed.
brought up it brings up leadership. You can't tell me that 2 years ago that Jay Carter wasn't fresh and better. Mike, the other day he was the lead.
That's a different
No,
story,
if they
though.
won the East Conference Finals, he was the leading player and he didn't score the other day. He had 22. And you play with LeBron James was way better than Jimmy Butler. So what I'm saying is LeBron had him on that 18 team.
Yeah, I don't give LeBron
LeBron
James
had
at all the
George
18
Hill.
yet.
I'm saying Giannis. What I'm
I
saying,
know,
hold
I
on,
don't give
hold
LeBron
on.
James
We say
18.
Giannis have to win. Giannis have George Hill on his team as a starting point guard. George Hill wasn't starting with LeBron. He wasn't starting with LeBron. He started with Giannis. He's starting.
No.
No.
Jeff
No,
Green,
wait,
no,
come on.
that
But
18 team makes
But
bad people
what I'm saying is, we say Giannis have to win, right? Giannis should win the chip. George Hill is starting with Giannis. He came off the bench with LeBron. First off, timeout, but Giannis got to win, but LeBron have to win. That's one thing in 18. This we had on the team. Wait, hold on.
Let's get to the Clippers, man.
Hold on. James Harden had to win this year, but he had Jeff Green on his team. LeBron had Jeff Green as well.
Yeah, LeBron,
Yeah.
that's a different conversation, though. In 18, yes, he gets no excuses.
He gets no excuse for 18. So when you bring up
Morgan being sarcastic.
Yeah, I know
Morgan.
when you bring up 18, what I'm saying is, Mike, the same thing I'm about to get on LeBron for 18 is that's why I get on Kawhi for this series. It's about leadership. Kawhi liked the leadership. When the players were playing soft, Kawhi wasn't being his Jordan-esque or Kobe-esque, and he got traded from Kobe, where he took the
I'm
players.
not bringing up help when you shoot
No,
6
I'm not.
for
What
20
I'm
and
saying
score
is,
14 points a
You're
game.
not listening. I'm not bringing up something. I'm saying Kawhi lacked leadership. He didn't grab the team and say, Paul George, wake your ass up. Beverly, wake up. Montrezl, wake up. No, he was still being passive. That's what I'm getting on Kawhi about. Just like LeBron being passive in 18 with that Cavs team. He was being passive. That's what I will say Kawhi choked on and failed on. But say he choked the series away, when Paul George played the way he played, when Montrezl played the way he played, when...
I'm more saying Game 7.
Well,
But a 3-1 lead, though, Rod, especially a team you're better than,
that comes back to
3-1.
his leadership, Mike, of him not being able to strap his team more and just closing out them games. And what I'm saying is Kawhi needs to find that in the offseason because his leadership is kind of like LeBron's. where he is a more
So
passive
wait,
killer.
so you're saying Kawhi choked? You would say Kawhi choked in 20, just like you think LeBron choked in 15.
In 18. And if it 15, I think LeBron choked because yes, it was a lack of leadership. And I feel like it was a little bit different than LeBron.
See, you think just because somebody lose, they choke.
No. The way you lost Mike, LeBron helped. What I'm saying is, yes, we will say Kyrie and Love was missing in 15. But what I'm telling you is they were missing. But why don't people always bring this up?
Did Curry choke in 19 finals?
Time out. Let me finish. When they were missing, why was LeBron up 2-1 ahead? LeBron had control over that series through 4 games. Just let's be real. Until the fourth quarter of Game 4, through the 3 quarters of Game 4, through Game 4, LeBron was in control of that series. We all saw it. We all
But
witnessed
losing,
it.
he
We all
played.
witnessed it.
He choked Game 4, but he didn't choke for the series. He played a great series. They lost.
How much he averaged 36
He lost. Sometimes you just lose. You don't choke.
Not when
I'm not just saying
36,
Kawhi
13,
lost. I'm saying he wet the bed in a critical Game 7. LeBron didn't make it to Game 7. And they had a 3-1 lead. A 2-1 lead is not a 3-1 lead.
Well, 3-1.
And
Yes,
you had
Kawhi choked in this sense that the Nuggets shouldn't have beat the Clippers. The Clippers were the better team. But just because you lose a 3-1 lead to me don't mean you choke.
And you just said it. Clippers were the better team.
And
I
if
mean,
you-
Nuggets proved they were the better team. They won. But
You asked
Clippers
me if
were
Curry choked-
the better team.
If I
In 19.
But you know what I'm saying. In 16, Mike Curry played 22 points per game, and he lost in 7 games by 4 points a game.
And he got outplayed by, he's the never MVP. He got outplayed by a player better than him.
Mike, but what I'm saying is, the reason why I don't look like Curry choked is because Game 7 went down to the wire still. And he
I don't
played
care.
bad. I
Okay,
do care about
okay,
that.
Kawhi did his game didn't go down to the wire. They lost by
But he
20.
still went 7. How did LeBron average 36, 13, and 8 and he didn't even get to
Right, they
game
went
7?
6 though without Kyrie Love. He went 6.
But you keep saying without Kyrie and Love.
Right, that's big. Let any player you like don't have 2 of their players.
And let
That's why I say he
and
choked.
let Mozgov play exactly like the same
In Game
way he played
4,
with the Clippers.
he played good in
No,
Game 4.
the series. He averaged 14 and Clay averaged 15. There's no way in hell Mozgov should be 1 point under.
What about Iggy? Iggy averaged 16. What I'm saying is 2 players averaged more than him.
But then also LeBron averaged 9 more points than Curry. He only averaged 4 more points than JR. JR averaged 12, basically 11.8. LeBron averaged 9 more points than Curry. What I'm saying is LeBron gap between Curry was way bigger.
Why you bringing?
And
But,
then
but
the
you remember
couple
you
he
told me about scoring. You always. But
It's not
now
just
you
scoring.
just
No,
use scoring
not
as a
about scoring.
parameter.
What about what Cleveland did in the rebounds? Between Mozgov, Tristan Thompson, I was waiting on you to bring that
They
up.
was getting
Between
rebounds. But
Mozgov,
what,
Tristan Thompson, and LeBron.
what I'm saying is
wait,
they
hold
had.
on. The Cavs averaged 58 rebounds. The Cavs averaged.
Who was the bucket getter?
Time out. The
Who did they have
Well, in
as
game-
a bucket getter in 15?
In Game 4, the lead.
Besides
scorer.
LeBron.
In Game 4, the lead.
That's
scorer.
why I don't think he choked in
Game
15.
4,
I don't think
scored
he
the game was
choked.
Mozgov.
You can.
Mozgov was the lead scorer the entire game in Game 4, even
You
over
can-
Curry and LeBron.
Like I said,
Even though
I
Curry-
agree with you in Game 4.
Mozgov was the lead scorer in Game 4 over Curry and LeBron. Let that sink
We're
in.
just gonna disagree with this. Let's get
Mozgov was the lead scorer of the game in Game
Mozgov
4.
was killing.
He
And if
killed
we-
one game.
And wait, Mike talking about I don't even bring up scoring. That's
He
not true,
killed
y'all.
one game.
Mike want to talk about scoring. One game he averaged 14. When does Mike average at 14? Never did that in his career. And look,
It was a good run.
but look, James, the
Give
one,
credit.
but hold on. The one thing I want to say is Mike want to talk about. I'm only bringing up scoring. No, bring up that the Cavs averaged 58 rebounds that series, and 42 of the 58 rebounds was grabbed
You
by
say
3
you watch
players.
game, we gotta watch
Tristan
that series
Thompson, Mozgov, and LeBron averaged 42 rebounds between them
Who was
three.
the other
And
bucket
Cleveland
getter for the Cavs?
averaged, he only bringing up
Who can
buckets.
create their shot?
But bring up offensive rebounds.
bring up
How many
Mozgov every
offensive?
episode.
Not because how many offensive rebounds that Mozgov and Tristan Thompson get? You act like offensive rebounds. You bring up Denzel Rodman for Jordan. That's all he did. At least Mozgov put
But
points
Mozgov
in it.
doing
Mozgov
Jim
never
doesn't
led the league in
make
rebounds.
LeBron
Tristan
hurt.
Thompson
I'm
never
talking
led the league in
about
rebounds 3 years in a row.
Wait, when did Denzel Rodman have 28,
Brings
16 in the
Mozgov
finals?
every week. Like,
He never had 28-16 in the finals.
Mozgov.
LeBron's the king. Not
One
Mozgov.
game, but what did he do for the series?
He
He had a
averaged
20, you get on
14
play. He had a 28-point game and averaged 14.
He averaged 14 and 8.
He averaged 14-8. Okay, you act like those crazy numbers.
For him, that is. For Timothy
But for
Mozgov,
Iggy, but
14 and 8, that is.
defensively, the Warriors is way better than the Cavs that series.
Defensively? No, they
Yes.
wasn't. What they do defensively? How did he do
But-
anything defensively when LeBron averaged 36, 13 and 8?
I will say,
What
He
did
didn't
he
score
do?
the points on Iggy. He didn't score all the
He
points
scored
on
enough. He's
Can I-
36, 13
can I
and
say
8.
Go
one
ahead,
thing?
go
'Cause
ahead.
you know I kind of tend to lead on Rod's side a little bit, but a little problem with your argument about Mozgov killing is that, I mean, a lot of people do say LeBron sets people up and passes and stuff.
Nobody's arguing
So-
that, Joe.
so
I'm
you
giving
say,
LeBron
I mean,
the credit.
So it's
What I'm
hard
saying
to
is,
say it's
Joe, what I'm
fully-
saying is, I'm giving LeBron credit.
Rob
Through 4
uses
games,
argument
no, through
if
4
it was a
games,
player he liked.
I said that earlier. Through 4 games, LeBron was leading the help. He was leading him. He was up 2-1, about to go 3-1 until he choked. That is what I'm
I
saying.
said, but
He
I've
choked.
already
The
said
help
it.
didn't choke.
How many times
He
I
choked.
said Game 4.
No, the
he
rest of that
did.
series,
No, he
whoever
did.
game 5 and 6. Clay had 17 points in the last 2 games that he lost. J.R. Smith.
Game 5 and 6, he balled out.
You said
Curry just balled out better.
Mike brought up in
in
the
game
text message
5.
earlier, play defense. Well, why did J.R. Smith outscore him in game 5?
So does there have to be?
He
Does there
outscored
have,
playing game 5.
does there have to be a
Play
choke?
defense.
J.R. Smith outscored him in game 5.
Okay.
So, Rod,
But
since-
that mean he
What
didn't
defense
play
did he
defense? He played as a whole series. He did. You bring up one game. He did play
Game
defense.
5 was
Iggy
2-2.
played
That
defense.
was a pivotal game
LeBron
in
will
that
kill
series.
anybody. LeBron will kill
So,
anybody.
Rod, what does it have to be a choke?
It's not a choke. I'm saying it wasn't. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't a choke. I'm
Well,
not giving
to
him
me,
excuses.
it was
but
like-
it's a
Curry
choke.
not be Curry?
He called 15
LeBron-
a choke, but he didn't say Curry choked to 16 because it went 7 and because he barely
So
lost.
is the
But he had
argument basically
17 points.
LeBron
based
cannot
off
be
of-
the GOAT because of this, or what
Dude,
is the really the argument?
LeBron, what I'm saying is, Joe, what kills me is how is he kind of like my guy Payton. They put up gaudy stats, but then you look at it and you say, okay, Payton threw for 4 touchdowns this game, 400 yards, and yet they got blew by 4
But Rod,
touchdowns.
the one problem with that is like we've had discussions.
Yeah.
We've talked about it's like, dang, low key Peyton Manning is the best quarterback ever. Blah blah. You know, it's like, but he's not.
I don't think so.
And it's like, but so. If you're going to compare him to Peyton, you have to understand
Peyton has
why
no
people
argument
think
with
time
Tom
out,
Brady.
because time out, Joe,
He has
this
no
why I
argument
can't
with
give
Tom
Payton an
Brady.
excuse because people could try to blame the defense all they
because
want.
of rings.
But no, time out. No, it's not because of rings. Because I told you.
More than rings.
No, I brought up the fact that with Peyton and Brady, and everybody know I love Peyton over Brady. But what I'm saying is, Brady won ways that people said that Peyton didn't have. For Brady won with no defenses.
Yeah, the
They
tuck
with the
rule.
defense.
Seahawks embarrassed the
Adam
Broncos.
Vinatieri.
Well, but
Seahawks embarrassed the Broncos. They didn't embarrass.
you don't gotta tell me. You don't gotta tell me that. What I'm saying is,
Yeah, there's no case
that's
for Peyton over
but that's
Brady.
the
Even
thing.
I
LeBron-
test. There's no
LeBron-
case.
Well, my point is, LeBron is like
No
the
case.
LeBron is
I
like.
test. Arguably,
Joe.
Peyton's the one who revolutionized and changed the game.
But Joe,
What?
Joe,
Okay.
to get back to the point, LeBron is the same thing like Peyton. He averages. You look at the 15.
I seen Brady
no.
do stuff Peyton
Joe,
couldn't
if
do
you look
versus
at the 15
Seahawks, versus the
finals-
Falcons. Down 28-3. Like,
If you look at the 15 finals, LeBron averaged 36, 13, and 8.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like
He averaged 36, 13, and 8, and it went 6. Curry in the next year's finals averaged 22, and it went 7.
And he got
If you
but
look,
wait.
time out. If
He
you
got
look at,
outplayed
if
by
you
a player
look
he's
at-
better than.
but my point is, he got outplayed by 2 players, Joe. And he's the best player on one team, and he still went 7. LeBron got outplayed by who in the 15 finals? Nobody. And it didn't even go 7.
But Ron, you could.
And the last 2
but
games
Ryan-
wasn't close.
But Ron, you could get outplayed and still lose series. Jordan outplayed everybody on the Celtics, but he got swept.
Yep.
It happens,
But,
Ron.
okay, I'm glad you brought that up because let's tell the
What's the
truth.
between LeBron and Will
Let's-
Chamberlain? There's
let's-
really no difference. They
Let's
both.
tell the
They
truth
both.
about no.
They both get
You
crazy
see, I'm
stats.
sorry he's going to come back to that question. Let's tell the truth about what you just brought up. Because I'm tired of him bringing
They
up.
both freaking
I'm
natures.
tired about him. Nope.
Go ahead.
I'm tired of him bringing up the Celtics versus the 87 Celtics series, the 88 Celtics versus Jordan versus the 15
My
Cavs.
point
LeBron.
is- no.
No, there's no point because let me tell you why it's not the same. Jordan averaged 43 points. He got swept. He thinks that that's the point where you could dominate and still get swept. And I'm telling you no. Because Jordan didn't really dominate that series because I'm going to tell you this. Who's the greatest Celtics team? What's the greatest Celtics team of all time?
86. What that mean? I don't care.
86.
He still, but you're proving my point. What I'm
What
saying,
year was Jordan
you
in
just
88?
said,
No,
you
no,
just,
time out,
but wait,
time
let
out.
me explain.
Time out.
What?
How many finals experience did Jordan have in 88? Let me do this. In 88, how many times has Jordan been in the finals?
This is not the
Time
point.
out. This
He
is
had
my
0,
point.
but what I'm
How many
saying
times Larry
is
Bird been
he
in the
dominated
finals?
the series and still lost.
How many
My
times-
point is you can dominate a
Time
series
out, Mike.
and still
Let me
lose.
finish. Let me finish.
Just like LeBron
Time
had
out.
did before.
Didn't Luka dominate versus the Clippers and lost? Nobody's
Yeah.
gonna get on Luka because he's a losing Kawhi right now. Like Jordan.
So how was LeBron supposed to
Because-
lose to the
no,
15
time out.
years without
He
Kyrie?
wasn't supposed to lose to Curry because Curry never been to the finals.
I
He
don't
never
care
went to
why.
the finals.
Right.
LeBron has been a
But
LeBron has been a
DC. What
LeBron has
my
been a
point is,
5. Thank
why-
you, Jordan.
No.
DC. LeBron has been a 5 finals at that point.
But
when
my
he
point
came Curry.
is,
That was a 6
Jordan
finals.
dominated the series and still lost.
Because,
LeBron
like, he
can
was a
dominate the
30-year
series
player.
and lose.
He was a 30-year player. LeBron has dominated series and lost. As a young buck, every young buck will dominate series. Luka Doncic just dominated the
What about
Clippers
Kobe
and
08
lost.
finals? Did Kobe choke in 08 finals? He dominated that
He
series.
didn't really dominate. Mike Kobe got locked up. They was up by 31 games and lost at home.
It was up 30. No, Kobe was killing
At
that
home.
series.
At home.
Kobe was killing
They
that
up 30 and
series.
lost. But you could call that a choke. He got beat by 40 in Game 6. You could call that
What
a
about
choke.
Iverson in 01? He
No.
dominated the Lakers and lost 4-1.
No.
But you asked, how can you lose and dominate Iverson?
Did obviously get the help of Brian Gavin. That's what the help. The help. You bring in a Mozgov. Mozgov averaged 14-8. And he Tristan Thompson.
14 like those crazy
I'm
numbers.
sick of Mozgov. man.
Tristan Thompson averaged 10 and 13. Tristan Thompson. He did. But wait.
Hey, he just said he averaged 10 and 13 like that's something.
13, that's not nothing. Did Dennis Rodman ever average 13 rebounds in the
No,
finals?
DC,
Did
I
Dennis
agree.
Rodman- Did Dennis
Hold
Rodman
on.
average 13 rebounds in the finals?
He's never averaged.
Oh, but people can use
No,
it.
no,
Jordan.
he averaged
13 rebounds in the finals.
and he averaged 6 and 14 versus the Sonics.
10 and 13. And people can bring up Big Robert Jordan, but you said when Tristan Thompson beat LeBron, and he averaged 10 and 13. He ran up 6 and 14 points. He had one weekend where he scored 0 points. Tristan Thompson dropped 20 twice. He dropped 20. When did Robert ever drop 20 in a finals game? When has Andrew Bynum ever dropped 20 in a finals game?
When is
Andrew Bynum? Is Andrew Bynum better than Tristan Thompson?
He never had. But Ron, you're not getting this. You're not getting this. You bring up one game. What about Clay 34?
Game?
What about Clay 34?
That was one game. You bring up one game.
What about Clay? But you just bring up one game for
Mozgov. Clay Thompson had 34 points in game 1. In the next 5 games, he has 60
and he still
points.
averaged more than Mozgov per series. Iggy averaged more. That's what I'm saying. So stop
Joe, he acts like that's an accomplishment that Clay Thompson averaged more than Mozgov by 1 point. How is that an accomplishment for Clay Thompson that he scored 34 points in one game, and in the next 5 games he scored 58? But he's trying to say Kawhi's a choke artist. He's trying to say Kawhi's a choke artist.
I didn't say Kawhi's a choke artist. Joe, you know I didn't say that.
He said this series.
Choked,
but I'm saying Joe, Kawhi killed every game but one game. Clay Thompson only kills one game, and he's bringing up that Clay averaged 1 point.
No, all I'm saying Clay Thompson and Iggy played better than Mozgov.
No, they didn't. No, they did not. Go game by game. Clay Thompson did not. He got on score back Tristan Thompson.
He averaged more.
Mike, he got on score back Tristan Thompson 3 out of 6 games. When did Tristan Thompson ever?
Tristan Thompson averaged 10 points.
But he outscored Clay in 3 out of games. You only look at the averages. That 34 helped him. That one game helped him.
Okay, the one game helped Mozgov. 28 helped Mozgov. 28 helped Mozgov.
Mike, there's 82 games in the season.
Right, it's nothing you can tell me about LeBron choking 15.
Joe, there's 82 games in the season. And out of 82 games, does Mozgov ever, or does Tristan Thompson ever?
There's nothing you can tell me about LeBron choking in 15. He lost. He choked game 4.
No,
but he didn't choke the series. Kyrie Love was not there. If 2 best players was missing with your favorite player, you wouldn't even care how the role players play, and you know it. So get out of here with that. Next question, man. Get out of here with that. He didn't choke. He didn't choke no matter how much you try to bring up Mozgov, no matter how much you try. He's not on Klay Thompson level.
He choked. He definitely choked. Nobody said that. But he played on this level for that series. But that is my point.
The Warriors had Iggy too, who played just as good as Klay. They outplayed Mozgov, and that was LeBron's second best player in the series.
But what about Tristan Thompson Jr.? They both averaged over double figures.
But
Rod, you gotta be careful. Some people aren't hearing you, and you get too Tasmanian.
Who else averaged 4?
We're done with this. He did choke, Rod. He did choke. You think he choked? He did choke. It's done.
0 in the 4th quarter. You don't bring that up.
I said he game 4 he did, but he did choke all series.
They're about to go 3-1.
No, they wasn't. The Warriors had the momentum in the 4th quarter.
He don't bring up
the Warriors got momentum of that series.
Okay, y'all, look.
Not having Kyrie and Love came back to hunt them.
Look, y'all, and look, he bring up Clay scored 34 points in one game, right? This one, tell me.
You bring up Mozgov 28 one game.
Can I finish? Y'all, the last 3 games in game 4, 5, and 6 combined. Go look it up. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Klay Thompson scored 26 points in 3 games. That 34 helped him with the average. But Klay didn't get... They outplayed... Role players outplayed Klay Thompson in that series. Klay Thompson had 26 points.
Who outplayed Iggy on the Cavs? Who outplayed Iggy on the Cavs?
Mike, Iggy, what did he do? What did he do? Please say Finals MVP.
I'm not going to say Finals MVP.
What did he do?
He outplayed... He played defense and averaged more than anybody on the Cavs. Not named LeBron James. He averaged more than anybody on the Cavs. Who averaged more than Iggy?
Mike, they handed that because Curry...
So stop acting like Curry's help didn't outplay LeBron's help.
They did because what I'm telling you is...
stop acting like Curry helped.
Mike, Curry needed that from his help because LeBron averaged 36, Curry averaged 27. That's a 9-point difference. Let's break it down to math.
Let's
break it down to math. LeBron averaged 36, Curry averaged 27. Then LeBron next player averaged 14, which is actually his 8th best player when the season started, and Curry's 2nd best player averaged 15. Okay, so now that's time out. That's an 8-point difference. Cleveland's still up 8 because Klay is 1 point over him.
And the bum Draymond Green played with Tristan Thompson.
Wait, Mike, let me finish. Then we go JR and Iggy. JR averaged 12, Iggy averaged 16. That's 4 points. 8 minus 4 is 4. Then Draymond averaged 13, Tristan averaged 10. That's a 1-point difference still in Cleveland's favor. Because LeBron averaged 9 more than Curry.
Wait, a 13 and 10 is a 1 point difference?
Listen, you're not listening
to what I'm saying. All together.
LeBron averaged 9 more points than Curry. The next 2 was Klay and Mozgov. That's a 1-point difference, Warriors way. So 9 minus 1 is 8. And then 4 points between Iggy and what's the name? 8 minus 4 is 4.
That series should have been that close without Kyrie and Love.
It shouldn't have been, but it was. And it was the only reason.
But that's why LeBron didn't choke. He lost. I'm not making no excuses for him, but he did choke. Case closed.
They exposed him and they locked him up and they
but he didn't choke. No, you're just hating.
Just like he
didn't choke
in 18.
No, he didn't.
Mm-hmm. Mike,
I will get on him
I'll
for
bring this
trading
up.
this team off.
Also,
but
do
he
y'all
did
know
choke.
that
You don't know what choking is.
Joe or James? I'm sorry you got to keep hearing this, but do you know that in 14, Mozgov averaged
Mozgov
averaged more than Wade and Bosch than they did in 14 finals. I'm just bringing that up. And we talk about help. Wade and Bosch the year before versus the Spurs. Look it up. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Mozgov gave LeBron more help than Wade and Bosch did in the finals the year before, the year
What does that
after.
mean? Dwayne Wade averaged more than Kobe.
Mozgov gave him help. Just let that sink in, people.
How is that comment
Let it
fair?
sink in.
Facebook on some BS now.
Let it sink in.
You can try to do all that you want, it still don't
What
matter.
do you think about Giannis Antetokounmpo?
No, that one actually did.
Giannis,
Should he leave or stay?
he should stay. I think he got a good enough team. He just gotta get better. And it's crazy to say a two-time MVP you need to get better, but you saw his flaws 2 years in a row in the playoffs. So he should
Miami was
stay.
the better
I
team.
think he has enough help to win. To me, he has enough help to win.
Well, I would say he has a good.
He has enough
a good
help to
nucleus.
win.
He has a good nucleus.
If he takes a different route, you gotta work
That's
on your
funny how he
flaws.
has enough help to win. And that George Hill is his starting point guard. But you try to bring up that when George Hill come off the
Bledsoe
bench
to
for
start point
LeBron,
guard
George Hill starts though.
only because
He starts.
what's his name was out. No, he don't really start. He
Who
starts some
over him?
games.
Who starts over him?
The lineup is usually Bledsoe, Middleton, Giannis,
and
Lopez.
George Hill.
No, George Hill didn't start every game. He didn't start every
Well,
game.
he starts a good amount. So what I'm saying is, how did
He did
Giannis
start in
have
the
a good
bubble
enough
more.
support cast with George Hill, but at 18, you try to say LeBron here, George.
Wait, when did I say
Because he
LeBron
got
didn't
swept.
have
I remember
support?
he got swept
No.
in 18.
I
He
said
got swept.
I said the Warriors had a better team.
He got swept, but he got
I
swept.
said the Warriors had a better team
But
than
you say
18
that the
Cavs.
Bucks are a championship team, and George Hill is a starting player on their team.
What that mean?
He
What
was
that
on
mean?
LeBron team off the bench. So how if George Hill? My point is, if George Hill's a starter on the
LeBron
team,
and I said LeBron and I said his team in 18 was good enough to go to the finals.
they got swept.
They got swept in the final.
You don't
If he would have lost to the Warriors, if Giannis would have lost to the Warriors, I would have been like, he just lost to the Warriors, but he didn't make the finals. He lost to the Heat. So that's what I'm saying.
He was
LeBron
good.
lost to a better team in the finals.
My
See,
point is that he
don't
was
take that out of context. In 17, he didn't lose to a better team. People
Who
make
did LeBron
excuses.
play the conference finals in 18?
They played the Celtics. That's what I'm saying. He had a good enough
Was
team
the
to go to the
Celtics
finals.
best
I don't
player
agree.
there?
No,
wait,
I don't
wait,
agree.
you want to
He
talk
had no
about?
team in
Wait,
18.
y'all see what he want to do? He
What?
want to talk about how Kyrie and Love wasn't there for LeBron in 15, but LeBron beat the Celtics in 18 without their best player. Their best player wasn't there,
Yeah,
and you give him credit for winning that series.
yeah, he get credit for it because he won the
The
series.
best player wasn't there,
Yeah, he wasn't there.
but you said.
But I
Kyrie
said,
and Love.
I give Curry credit for 15.
But you.
But wait, I give Curry credit for 15 and two best players weren't there. So what are you talking
Now
about?
we get
Nice
back to
try. Nice try. I give Curry credit even though they was injured. What I'm
You don't
saying
give
is
Curry
LeBron
right
didn't
credit.
choke.
He choked.
That's
You
what I'm
don't
saying.
give
See,
him
y'all
right
got to see what he's trying to do.
credit. Curry overtook him. Is my point.
I'm trying to get off LeBron. That's Rod.
Talking about that's right. How
He
did
hate.
get that
I brought up Giannis. He brought up LeBron. I think Giannis have enough to win. If he leave, okay, leave
To
because
me, I'm
everybody
saying
else
this:
do it.
Giannis don't need to leave, but he don't have enough to win. And I'm
Okay,
saying he
that's
don't have
your
enough to
opinion. To
win
me-
because this is what.
To
this-
me, if he work on his flaws, I think he can win. I
I'm
think
saying
he
Mike
got
is
a
a
shot.
young LeBron fan. Giannis should go play with James Harden and do what everybody else is doing, like Kawhi,
Baseball
LeBron,
playoffs. White
like-
Sox
like LeBron,
number one
Kawhi.
in the division. I kept up.
White
I
Sox
think
just
he's
clinched today.
they
LeBron-
clinched today?
They clinched not the division, the playoff spot. Like LeBron, Kawhi, all them. Giannis need to go play with James Harden. I know he hate on Harden, but he need to go play with Harden.
Would that work?
Because, yeah, it will work. They will win a title easily because Giannis plays D. Harden play D low key.
Harden is
And it would
better.
just be easy.
Harden is better
Because
with
it
role
would be
players
easy
and stuff.
because Harden opens up the floor, so you wouldn't be able to just sit there and play box and one versus Giannis because you still got Harden. Yes, they would easily win the title if you
Well,
put
we see.
Giannis on the team with.
I
Harden
think
and
no,
Lee. Just like LeBron.
James
don't
said
play
no,
Wade
but
to win
Harden
the
and
title.
Giannis would be nasty. I think.
They
I
would-
think
they
they'd be
would win the
nasty,
title.
but
You think Giannis wants to be a second option, the third option?
He don't have to be a second option. Eat as you go.
he might. Yeah, he
It's eat
might.
as you go with that because who gonna stop the Rockets? That's inside out, James, all day. Inside out all day. Like you're not gonna be able to box on one Giannis because you got to worry about James Harden.
And I'm not
And
saying
you're
this.
not gonna
I'm
be able to double team
if-
James Harden no more because Giannis gonna have the lane open.
If
Then
Gian-
it's gonna be 3
like
on
I
4.
said, to me, if Giannis get his game better and they still lose, then I would be like, okay, they need to pick
If
up this
Giannis
player,
do
they
what
need to pick up.
LeBron, KD, and Kawhi
Yeah.
did, because they none
And
of
he
them got
probably win.
to me, none of their game got better. They just want to go play with better players.
Okay, and if Giannis
Yeah,
got a
he
chance
got
to do that, if he do it, I won't get on him like that because they all did it and I give him credit. So if Giannis, he'll be a free agent next
Forget
year.
the Black
leave.
Sox. That's what I'm
Dirk
talking about.
never
Julian.
did it.
Cub Nation.
Leave Giannis.
Cub Nation.
But I think he has enough to win.
Julian, you see that?
Get your game
We
back.
on a 4-game winning
Dirk
streak.
never left nobody.
We
Dirk
on-
never left, and
And
that's
I'm
why
sorry,
Dirk ring
I'm sorry,
means
Twins
a lot.
fans. I'm sorry, Twins fans. We finna play a series with y'all starting on Friday. My Cubs out here looking sweet. 4 in a row.
The Bucks don't have enough. If Giannis get his game right, they got enough. His flaws showed 2 years in a row.
Next year, the Nets are going to be the best team in the East.
The net, yeah. My dad don't think he don't think Kyrie and KD can win a ring. I'm like,
Joe
They
don't
won't.
think so neither. Joe don't think so neither. That's it.
There's no leader.
and when they start killing, I don't want to hear nobody. Oh, they got a stacked team. People forget
Yep.
Kyrie
Halfway
as
through the season.
Kyrie as a second best player is unstoppable.
Well, the second best.
Just watch
player.
out for those commercials. You never know what Kyrie will say.
win the Super Bowl than the Broncos do. Hey, Morgan, I'm not going to pay any
Damn.
attention to you.
Yeah.
And
Woo!
wow, your
But
team's won the Super Bowl in 60 years.
You gotta be kidding
But
me.
yeah,
You're cool.
to me, Giannis has enough. But if they lose again and he leave, hey, leave.
I don't know what Giannis should do. It all
Like
depends
you
on
said,
what
everybody
Joel
else
do.
did it.
But to me,
No. Besides
Yeah,
Steph
you
Curry,
want to be
no
as far away as the
superstar.
Wolves as
No
possible.
superstar in the league. LeBron and KD left their teams and won. Giannis can do it too. Curry is the only superstar that really didn't leave his team to go get a
See,
ring.
you're a part of the problem.
I'm not part of the
Well,
problem.
I didn't leave his team. He got traded. And
He
went
did
to
get
a-
traded. You
and he
right?
went to
No,
a
but
team
he
that
left
was-
to the. He tried.
the roster is Spurs.
But didn't I tell you? You probably remember when I said Kawhi should have stayed with the Raps instead of trying to team up with Paul George. Because I was like, he
Well,
already hit a team intact.
Comes to Raptors. You heard what you
Oh,
said.
yeah, they're trying to trade.
They
Yeah,
trying to trade Siakam for Westbrook.
But
Paul
that's
George,
people's
and
problems. They
trade
try to
Siakam.
trade for names, and
I
sometimes
don't
you
know
got
why
to
he
keep the
tried to
same
trade-
team
I don't know
intact.
why you try to trade for that name. That name, playoff
George
P.
Paul.
Dame not a superstar to me.
Ooh, how you the second best point guard? You're as a superstar. Stop it.
Because there's only one superstar point guard in the league, and his name's Steph Curry.
So
It's only
wait,
like
wait,
5 superstars in the league.
and it cuts off at your top 5. Your superstars cut off at your top 5. So LeBron, Giannis, Kawhi, Harden, and KD.
KD and Curry. Curry's a
So
superstar.
six.
That's
Six
6 superstars, yeah.
Oh, you crazy. I mean, I got about 6 or 7.
Where would you like to see Giannis go? I would like to see Giannis stay with the Bucks.
Yeah, I would like to see Giannis stay with the. I would like to see Giannis go with the Rockets. People keep saying my Heat, but I don't think we need him in Miami.
Woo! Giannis with the Heat would be
I really don't think
nasty.
we need him in Miami because we have to get some of our young pieces to get him.
Then the Heat about to might go to the finals.
But
man.
we didn't even talk about that, y'all. I'm sorry to talk about that. Recap.
It's the only thing he
KD.
right on.
A lot of stuff I'll be right on.
No,
Timmy,
you don't. This is the only thing you right
And
on.
we're gonna beat the Lakers.
Because Rod said JaVale McGee and Howard was going to be a factor in the Rocket series, and I told
How
him
about the size,
they won't
but-
even step on the floor.
But
And they
look,
did step
I will
on the
say
floor.
This, I stand corrected about
Pop, what you got to say about that? 7-footers didn't even step on the floor.
I stand corrected about this, Pop. Dwight Howard and McGee didn't step on the floor because they didn't need them because they already had one 7-footer, so they didn't need all 3. But for this series, like Stephen A. said, they're gonna need all 3 for Jokic, all 3. And the fact that LeBron has 3 7-footers to go to,
Yeah, see, you using LeBron has 3 7-footers.
Seven
It doesn't
footers to go
discredit him
to.
at all.
just
It doesn't discredit him at all because they can
LeBron-
win. They
wait,
can win without those
should LeBron win
7-footers.
his fourth title this year? He
Should
better win
LeBron?
right
Should
now.
he win?
He better win.
Yes, I
He
would
better
say
win.
should win.
He should
But
win. He better win.
if he lose, he won't move nowhere in my top 5. Really,
So if you lose to the Heat, who you disrespected to get to the finals, you won't move him out your top 5.
because Tim Duncan lost to the HC, and he's in my
I know.
top 5. And he's in
I know.
your top 5.
When Tim Duncan was on the best team, was Spurs on the best team.
They was number 1 seed when he lost to
Yeah,
HC.
Anthony Davis on the bottom. They had 2 top 5 players on one team.
Like I said, I have to see how he play first. Like I
And
said,
LeBron
I'm not
loses.
you. I just don't go back. Oh, he lost. He's weak. He choked. No, let me see how you lose first.
If he loses to the Heat or even the Celtics,
Let me see how you
he
lose
should lose
first.
to nobody in the field
Lakers,
right
like I say, if Lakers lose, Pops, LeBron fans, I
now.
better not hear no excuse.
Is LeBron better than Kawhi?
That's it.
Is
If
LeBron
Lakers
better than Kawhi
lose,
right now?
don't say nothing to me about them losing.
Is LeBron better
That's
than
all.
Kawhi? Is LeBron
Is
better
LeBron better than Kawhi? Let me see what the Lakers do first.
What you mean?
Let me if the
What if
Lakers
they win the series versus Nuggets? Is he better than
if the
Kawhi?
Lakers win the title, LeBron will be the second 35-year-old to be the best player in the league. Him and Jordan will be the only 2 35-year-olds to be the best player in the league if the Lakers win the title.
So when Tim Duncan won the title at 38, was he the best?
He wasn't the best player in the league. No,
Cool.
he was a top player on the team, but he wasn't one of the best players in the league. He wasn't even the best player on his team.
LeBron the best player on his team?
LeBron is the best player on his team, but he has help from AD. Yes,
What about when his
he
team?
had LeBron
A
has
little.
he has a lot of help from AD.
First team
LeBron
all
has
NBA.
help. He has help. No,
What about
he
when
has
his-
help,
What about when his team was tied 82?
but he's the best player on
Wait,
the team.
explain this. What about when his team was tied 82 in the fourth quarter? He didn't start the fourth. He came back in with like 5:58 and they was up by 12 without him.
But what about? But you didn't ask. What about the first half of Game 3 where the Rockets? He was keeping the Lakers in the game. He scored half their points.
What was the score at halftime?
Rockets went up 3, but I'm saying he kept him in the game. So you don't bring stuff like that.
When they didn't play that.
Oh, you talk about fourth quarter. You don't want to talk about fourth quarter because you just said Kawhi didn't choke, but you want to talk about fourth quarter. Go look at Kawhi. He had 2 points in the fourth. Talk about that, like Shannon Sharp said. Talk about that. You bring up fourth. He had 2 points in the fourth. You want to bring up what LeBron did in the fourth, but you don't want to talk about fourth quarter what Kawhi did.
Damn it, Kawhi. This is what you make me have to do.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what you make me have to do, Kawhi, because Paul George have came there and rubbed off.
And you want to blame Paul George.
I blame Kawhi for
But with LeBron, you just blame LeBron. So it's like, come on, bro.
Well, 14, people heard me blame.
But like I said, I've already got my stance. I need to see how the series go. If Lakers lose, I just don't want to hear excuse.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
I mean, Kyrie and stuff pulled their weight, so there ain't nothing to say. Paul George didn't pull his weight.
No,
Kawhi didn't either in Game 7.
If LeBron win this ring,
Paul George did in Game 6 and Game 5. That were
I will say this: if LeBron win this ring, I'm moving him ahead of the Magic and Shaq. He'll move to number 5 all time for me.
If LeBron, I've already said it.
He's not better than Tim Duncan.
LeBron would be the second best player all time to me if he get 5.
He has to get 5 rings to be better than Tim Duncan.
He's better than Tim Duncan.
To me, passing Kobe.
LeBron's better than Tim Duncan.
Passing Kobe and MJ. He's a tall feat.
He's not way better than Tim Duncan, but he's better than Tim Duncan. The reason I won't say way is because he 2-1 against Duncan.
Well, James and KG
I know it's a team sport, but he hit a team.
James and KG better than Duncan.
I mean, not statistically.
Duncan better than KG. Even eye test though, James.
Yeah, eye test.
Even eye test. I think Tim Duncan better than KG. But a lot of people say KG better than Tim Duncan. Eye test.
Just look at the
I think Tim Duncan better.
As much as I like KG, no.
I really think.
Wait, did you see that they said that
the problem was there's no flash to Tim Duncan's game at all.
I know, but
why he never got
What I'm telling y'all is there's 4 times. Jokic just did it the 4th time. Y'all listen to this real quick, Joe. There's only 4 times that a player in playoff.
LeBron, anybody, you heard what Julian said, who doesn't have top 3? I got him top 5.
Julian, he's number 4. Shut up. Or he's number 7.
I got him top 5. He's number 4 for me.
There's only 4 times
Jordan,
that this has happened.
Kobe.
A 20 rebound triple double. And Tim Duncan did it twice and had 20 points. Jokic didn't even have 20 points. Tim Duncan did it twice. KG did it once.
Yeah, but you already know. But we got to have a show. You already know I go whole body of work. Whole body of work.
LeBron work. Duncan did it with different type of teammates. He did it.
Body. Yeah, that's one part. That's the winning part.
And two of the most iconic playoff buzzer beaters took him out twice.
Yes, that's the winning part. But it's other aspects.
Talk about the losing part.
No, not the losing part. It's other aspects.
The Spurs have a long streak for 50-game wins.
I know
every year.
But what I'm saying, that's a
But let me tell you about a part of it. Let me explain.
I add in all NBA teams. LeBron just broke the record for first all NBA team. Stuff like that matter.
No,
16 first all NBA team.
Winning for me matters with Duncan.
Winner.
He won. He's the most player to win 50 games.
Duncan was never not one of the best players.
Talking about Mike. Another thing about Tim Duncan that you need to put respect on that man's name about.
LeBron, don't you always say?
No, wait, hold on. In the playoffs, Tim Duncan's more clutch than LeBron. Look at what he did versus the Lakers with .5. That's how we do. Who was the person that found out we could make a shot with .5, .6? It was Tim Duncan.
LeBron hit a game winner versus the Magic.
I'm saying, who was the first person in 03 to find out we could make a shot with .6 on the shot clock? It was Tim Duncan.
No, that was Derek Fisher. You mean?
Or Tim Duncan.
Derek Fisher hit it before. Yeah.
And then Derek Fisher hit it, but I'm saying Tim Duncan.
I'm fine with people. If you put LeBron top 3, that's fine.
He's not top 3. He's not.
Yeah. If somebody, like I said, I don't care when people say LeBron's even the GOAT. Sometimes I don't care.
He's got swept.
I will argue you, but I won't. I don't care if you say it because you have a case, but. He's number 4 for me right now. Like I said, LeBron, he know what he got to do to be my number 2.
And when did Tim Duncan stack his team better on his career? Like, you bring up Tim Duncan lost to an AFC, but that's
Forget the stack team.
Time out. You bring up Tim Duncan lost to an AFC, that was in 2012. That was Tim Duncan's 15th year in the league.
See,
LeBron 15 in the league? No, Mike, no, ain't no C.
We're not going to act like Tim Duncan didn't have teams, right?
Mike,
because they're right. Tim Duncan wasn't the best player in his last 3 finals. He wasn't the best player. Tony Parker was the best player on the The Cavs could not stop Tony Parker.
Oh my God.
In the 07 finals,
Duncan was always on the
6 though.
Duncan was always on the floor. No, Duncan was the best player.
Tony Parker was the best player in the 07.
He let him win the MVP.
No, but he was the best player in the 07.
So Klay Thompson
the Cavs had nobody who could guard Tony Parker.
What? Mike, what? They was because they was worried about Tim Duncan. They couldn't stop him.
Dude, Tony Parker was the best.
Don't bring up that series. That was easy for the Spurs. Any of them could have averaged the most.
Okay, but
Duncan just let Tony Parker
no.
do it.
Tony Parker's the best player.
What did Duncan do defensively that series, Mike?
He did great defensively.
That's why I don't give Durant the credit, because Curry let him be the leading scorer. Let him take over.
Durant was easily the best player in those two finals.
That's different. In 13, yeah, Popovich not
Because
put
without
that move.
Durant, we seen Curry choke in 16.
Yeah,
So
Popovich not put that move, who would have been Finals MVP?
if Pop would have never made the move,
So choke,
see,
that
you
means
saying
you're not
it's a
giving LeBron
hypothetical.
credit.
So
We use
just answer
hypothetical.
the question. If the last play of the game,
I don't care. He didn't get Finals MVP.
James, just answer me this question real quick. If you have 30 points and 17 rebounds,
Duncan better than KG more.
30 points,
better than KG,
James,
man.
if you have 30 points and 17 rebounds with
eye
8,
test.
with 8 seconds
he's
left in
better.
the closeout game of the finals, the player misses the free throw and they grab a rebound over a bunch of midgets.
Duncan was the
Do
best
you think that he should have been on the
03.
bench if you had 30 points and 17
03 is best
rebounds
in the league.
and you wasn't fouled out? Should you be on the bench?
03 is best in the league. He took out Kobe and Shaq. He punked Shaq. In 03, Duncan punked Shaq. Game 6 was bullying Shaq. Not bullying, but he was
That's why-
punking Shaq,
well,
killing Shaq.
This is why I don't
Yeah,
listen
Duncan
to
was the
Pops.
best man in the league
This is why I
in
don't
03.
listen to Pops because Pops is a LeBron here because Jordan.
No, but LeBron been the best man in the league more than Duncan,
Duncan also
though.
swept Kobe and Shaq his second year in the league. And Shaq would bring that up.
In 99,
He swept them 4-0. Swept them. Bring that up. Bring that up. And Shaq was better than Tim Duncan at that point in time in his career. Because Shaq was in the league for 7 years. And Duncan swept them. He swept them.
Duncan was better than KG.
When has LeBron ever swept anybody that he should have swept? Why does he always get swept? Bring that up. When has LeBron ever
Duncan
swept
better than
anybody?
KG, man.
When has LeBron ever swept anybody? He didn't even sweep Derrick Rose with C.J. Watson.
LeBron swept the 60 win Hawk team. I'm just playing. You asked when did he sweep though? I just brought it up. You asked when did he sweep?
That's great.
But he could sweep Derrick Rose with Ronnie Brewer, C.J. Watson.
But Rod, they 4-1 them though. Stop it. They 4-1 them.
Sweep them. And every game was under 5 points per game. Bring that up.
Rod.
Like Jordan would
okay.
have swept a team like that. Jordan swept Shaq.
Next question.
Jordan swept Shaq, Penny.
We get to the end. Next
We
question.
already done this. Was
Oh,
last
we
time.
did that.
Jordan swept
So-
Shaq, Penny, and Nick Anderson.
So yeah, Pop.
Who has
that-
LeBron never swept? That man.
So hold on. I just want to explain real quick. I just want to explain why I'm saying because like I said, LeBron would be the best player, but I'm not going to act like he don't have AD either. First team All NBA, first team defense, that matters. AD
Should've
got
been
first team
defensive
All
player of the
NBA,
year.
all
Some
first
people
team
say
All
should've been defensive player
NBA,
of
and
the
first team defense. That stuff matters. So we're not going to act like LeBron ain't playing with AD.
And when did Jordan?
So-
never,
so we
when
have to bring that in
When
too,
did
though.
Scottie Pippen never average more than Jordan in the season?
Actually, Scottie Pippen.
Average more points per game.
I was about to say that Scottie Pippen got first All NBA defense and first team NBA with Jordan.
Average more than Jordan in season 2 with that. Because
Never.
don't bring up that. Don't leave out the fact that. Don't bring out the fact that. See, y'all look. He left out the fact that AD got first team All NBA, first team All Defense, led the Lakers in every step but assists. Show me what happened to Michael Jordan.
But Rod,
Every stat but assists. But people want to bring up LeBron led every stat in the finals. But now when AD lead every stat, it's a but. But LeBron led every stat in the finals.
yes,
16.
no, he has help, but LeBron, I will say,
Cool, that led.
LeBron's still the best player on that team.
That's what I'm saying.
Even LeBron's still the best player on the
Okay,
team.
cool.
If you look at the games,
Help.
you will see who's the best player on the team.
Help. This guy's obsessed with LeBron. Yeah, Pops, I am obsessed with LeBron because
You
y'all
are.
overrate him. Y'all overrate him. And I'm going to expose y'all. I'm going to keep exposing y'all.
Right.
I'm on top
You just,
three. He's not top
this
three.
how y'all
He's
know
never
Rod
better than
hypocrite.
Tim Duncan.
He just said Kawhi didn't choke game 7, but he said LeBron choked in 15
No, I said
finals,
choke game
averaging
7. I said he
36,
choked for the
13, and
series.
8.
I said he didn't choke for the series. I said if you're going to say Kawhi choked for the series, then LeBron choked for the series at 15.
Did Kawhi average 36, 13, and 8?
And why did it go more?
And then you said LeBron
Wait,
choked versus
wait.
Dwight Howard,
Joe, that's
when he
my
averaged
point.
38,
Joe,
8, 8.
This is my point. Joe, he bring
Like,
up
that's
these.
not choking.
Joe, he's bringing up these godly numbers. No,
Duncan was
Joe,
at
look.
03,
Joe, look.
Duncan
Kawhi,
punked Shaq,
Joe,
Pop.
time out. Joe, listen.
In 03, he
Listen,
punked Shaq.
Joe, listen. Kawhi didn't average 36, 13, 8. He
They
didn't
beat
average
the Lakers
38,
and
8,
Shaq
8.
and
But
Kobe
ask
was
Mike
healthy,
this.
Pop.
Ask Mike this. Mike, how
Look
many
it
games?
up.
Mike,
Let's
how
go
many-
to the tape.
Mike, can you repeat those averages again real
Because
quick?
Pops, you get on harder for
Mike,
losing.
Mike, can you repeat those averages again
Duncan
to the people
beat
real quick?
them
Mike,
in 08
Mike,
with
can
no
you
All
repeat
Star.
those averages to
In
the people real
03
quick?
with no All Star.
Mike, can you repeat those averages to the people real quick?
What averages?
The ones that you just read off of.
36, 13, 8, 38, 8, and 8. Kawhi didn't do that.
Time out. How many did Curry average in 16?
22.
Okay. How many?
And then he got outplayed.
Wait,
Then he got outplayed by
By
Kyrie Irving, and he's
Kyrie-
better than Kyrie
He
Irving.
got outplayed by Kyrie. All that happened. Okay, let me ask you this: how many games did LeBron go with the Magic? How many games did he go?
6.
How many games did he go with the Warriors in 15?
6.
How many games did Kawhi just go?
7.
How
What
many
that
games
mean?
did Curry just go?
The question's
wait,
irrelevant.
wait, time out. No, it's not irrelevant. Isn't
14
it, wait,
points, shoot
isn't
6
it
to 20.
alarming alarming to y'all?
Shooting
Come
6
on.
for 20 and score
Is
14 points.
it alarming?
That's unacceptable.
Tell me, is it alarming
Whether
to
you
y'all?
trying to do it or not.
No, I'm not talking about Game 7. Let me tell you what I'm talking about.
Kawhi choked Game
Is it
7.
alarming to y'all that LeBron has these gaudy stats, 38, 8, 8, 36,
I'm telling y'all,
38?
go look at this episode again. LeBron, every time, like with the Giannis stuff, I was bringing up Giannis, Rob brought up LeBron. Rob bringing him up. I'm trying not to.
I am bringing him up, Pops, and I'm going to tell you why. Because he's saying Giannis has enough to move the Bucks.
Oh, yeah, you asked the question. Why'd you bring up LeBron?
Because
We was talking about Giannis.
I'm about to tell you why I brought LeBron.
Look up this episode. I swear to God, Rob brought him up
I'm not
99%
denying
of
that
the
I
time.
brought up LeBron. But what I'm saying, Joe, the reason I brought up LeBron is because Giannis is supposed to win the title with this team around him. And my
I
point
give
is,
Desi credit.
Giannis,
But he's not
Joe,
better than
this is my
LeBron,
point.
though, all
Giannis
time.
is supposed to go to the finals with this Bucks team. This was enough. And George Hill is a starting player on this team.
Pops.
George Hill was on
the best
LeBron's
player in the
18
league.
team,
In
and I hear
03 he
LeBron.
Over
LeBron
Shaq.
here, George Hill. He wasn't going to beat that 18 Warriors team.
What does
Over
that best
Shaq,
player in
Duncan's
the
the
league
best
thing
player
to
in the
me
league.
mean? Like,
What you
Duncan
mean? Who's
was
the best player in the league?
the
That's
West
why he don't
all
mean anything, Mike.
for about at least over a decade plus. The Spurs were always someone you had to go through in the West.
Yeah,
You
but
had
Duncan,
to
that don't mean
go
you're the best
through
player in the
that.
league,
I
though.
do, Mike.
Like,
I really do.
I mean,
No,
what does
it
that
don't.
mean? He was never not one of the best players in the league.
Mike,
he
you've
just
always
never had
talked-
the
Oh, he was
stats.
the top player in the league, but best in the
Easily.
league. Different.
What does
You
that
could be
mean?
the best player in the league and still
We
not win
always
the
argue
title.
about who should get MVP.
Yeah, but
There's no
that's-
such thing as
that's
best
what
player
Joe
in the
said.
league.
Oh, what is the
It
best player in the league?
don't mean
Of having
anything.
to dominate season, playoffs, and finals.
Because James Harden was the best player in the league and didn't even get to the
James
finals.
Harden was the best player in the league.
In 17, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't the best player in the league in 17.
So technically,
James Harden has never been the best player in the
Duncan
league.
was the best player in the
He's
league
been
his
the top
rookie
five,
year.
he's never been the
You're
best.
best player in the league.
Winning MVP don't mean you're the best player in the league.
So who is the best
Bro,
player?
come on, winning MVP in 97, he wasn't better than Jordan. Charles Barkley was MVP in 93. He wasn't better than Jordan.
So
winning
he's
MVP
still
don't mean you. Winning MVP mean you hit the best season.
So why?
Yeah, next episode, let's not talk about LeBron, Rob.
I'll talk about LeBron in the playoffs, and I'm going to talk
Pops,
about.
tell this dude, winning MVP don't mean you're the best player in the league. Jordan didn't win every year.
I'm saying
And he was
how's
the best player in the league by
But
far.
my point is, that's Joe's point. What does it mean?
How
We're
you
talking about
dominate
Tim Duncan was the best
season,
player in the league.
playoffs.
Well, Pops act like Tim Duncan didn't dominate the season and playoffs.
03 did.
He dominated every season, Mike. This first
08 he didn't dominate the season.
Always were the
50
top
games.
seed.
50 win games in 12
We
straight.
talking about the individual.
That's individual because the Spurs don't
So
know
winning.
got
Winning 50
when the Spurs
games.
started winning championships.
They won in
It's
99.
never about the
Who was that?
stats. It's never about the
Duncan.
stats with
Okay.
Duncan. It's
Well,
the
no,
eye test.
It's not
He
the eye test.
controlled games on
I
both
test
sides of
LeBron
the
better than
floor.
Duncan. I
Spurs
test.
didn't
Both
win
sides of the
rings
floor.
I test LeBron is better than Duncan. All the
LeBron
time.
didn't bring one ring to Cleveland, but when I'm saying this, Mike,
No.
LeBron didn't. It wasn't like LeBron brought rings to Miami. Miami had ring because of the ring.
Yes, okay, Duncan, bought a ring San Antonio, yes, but LeBron.
There's
still
a reason why
better.
people
I test.
always talk about, oh, that
That's
guy's got
why
that
it's
Tim
top
Duncan
football time.
mentality, that presence.
Duncan had a lot to do with
That
it.
stone
But
cold
what I'm
What
saying
players
is,
have LeBron made top
okay,
five
what I'm
times?
saying is,
What
okay.
players have LeBron put in the top? Tony Parker's in the
Pop,
top.
I said, oh, Shaq dominated the Spurs. No, Kobe dominated the Spurs. Kobe, go look at
Mike,
those
wait,
series.
hold on,
Kobe
bring
dominated
this
the
up,
Spurs,
because
not
Mike, me
Shaq.
and you talk
Kobe
about-
did.
Mike, me and you-
Shaq dominated in the finals.
Yes, he pops hating on Duncan.
Kobe
Mike,
dominated
Mike,
the
hold
Spurs,
on.
actually.
Mike, hold on. Me and you talked about this. What players have LeBron made top 50?
Curry,
Mike, what
Curry
players?
was the best player in the league in 2016, yes.
Mike,
And
what
then not
players-
just because of the MVP.
Mike, what players have LeBron made top 50?
What you mean? What
players
players
have
he made?
top 50? Is it the
What
top
players have
50?
Duncan made top 50?
Parker and Ginobili.
They not top 50. Parker's not
Parker
top
already
50.
top 50.
Parker not a top 50 player. Parker not even top 10 point guard.
Mike Parker's better than Scottie Pippen all time.
Parker's not better than Scottie Pippen. Shut that up.
You said
All
Scottie.
right, y'all. This show's over. Let's go.
Didn't he just say?
This
Tony,
dude just said.
yes.
This dude just said
Joe,
Tony Parker better than Scottie
Didn't you say
Pippen.
Tony Parker won the Finals MVP?
That means better than Scottie Pippen. Iggy won the Finals MVP.
Come on now, Iggy's one deserved. Tony Parker's was the least deserved.
Oh, now you say it like that. You've
Now
told
you say it
me
like
that. And
No,
arguing about
Now
stuff.
you
No,
say
what
it
I'm
like
what I'm saying, he just said
You
his
said-
point of saying why Parker's better than
No,
Pippen.
because
He
he
won the
said,
Finals MVP.
because he
What
said,
I'm saying
did he
is,
say in 07 Tony Parker took over in the finals?
But that would be-
Iggy never took over in the finals.
he's better than
Pippen
Pippen.
never took. Yes, he is better than
But
Pippen.
Pippen ain't gonna take over the Finals when you play with the GOAT.
But how's he gonna take over Tim Duncan? He's a top 5 player.
Because Tim Duncan not a top 5 player of all time to
Wait,
me.
top 6. Okay, number 6.
But he's not top.
You
He's
said
not
number
the
6.
GOAT though.
Wait, he said number 6.
If Tim Duncan played with Jordan,
Number
he wouldn't get a
6.
Finals MVP.
Number 6. Pippen wasn't even the best player on the team with the
Yeah, he
Pistons.
said Tony Parker better than Pippen. Stop
All
that.
time.
You can try to bring a Finals MVP.
Why do
Stop.
y'all overrate Scottie Pippen like he did something?
What you mean like he did
Like
something?
he did
What you
something.
mean like he did something? You tripping.
That's why I told you go to the game winning shot when Jordan left. Kukoc took the game winning shot versus the Knicks. Kukoc did. Not
Well, we
He
talking
was on
about
the
who better
bench.
between Pippen and
Pippen was
Parker.
on
We're
the
not
bench.
talking about that.
Pippen was on the bench.
Parker is better. Yeah, he tripping. He's tripping.
Parker's better than Pippen.
But yeah, let's get out of
Yes.
here, man.
All
We have to
time.
make next week.
All
All time
time.
Parker's not better than Scottie
That's
Pippen.
all.
Stop.
Parker's top 50.
No, he's not top top 50. He's not even top 10 point guard.
What? He cooked your boy Chris Paul in the playoffs multiple times.
Okay.
And you got Chris Paul as a top 50 player.
Chris Paul all-time better.
But why head-to-head when they played each other, Tony Parker ate
No,
him
wait,
alive.
in
You said
2015.
Chris Paul's a top 50 player of all
Yeah,
time.
Chris Paul is top
But
50.
Tony Parker not.
And Chris Paul
What?
better than Tony Parker. Yes.
But Tony
Mike,
Parker not.
Yes. Chris Paul better than Tony Parker.
Top 50 all time.
Yeah, Jordan, Pippen helped get
He's
rings for
sick.
sure. Yeah.
He's sick. He's sick.
Chris
y'all
Paul better than
sick.
Tony
Top
Parker.
50 all
Y'all
time.
sick.
Chris Parker top.
Get
Chris
rings.
Parker top 50
No.
all time.
Jordan didn't
Bro.
need Pippen.
Mike,
Jordan
you-
could
you
replace
need to
Pippen
slow
with
down
Clyde
now.
Drexler, with Chris Mullin, with Mitch Richmond, Scotty Grant Hill, Stackhouse. Pippen could have been replaced. I'm tired of people talking about Scottie Pippen like this dude was all that. Scottie Pippen, what did he do versus the Knicks in '94? Kukoc took the shot.
Scottie Pippen, the top 50 player. I got Scottie Pippen top 35.
Oh,
I got him top 35.
God. Oh my God. All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. He has Scotty top 5, top 35. And the only reason Pops is starting to sit here and trying to agree with you, Mike, is because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to just beef up LeBron's credibility and say
What does
Scotty's
that do
top
with
35.
LeBron?
What?
Yes,
Tony
because
Parker not better than CP3.
Tony Parker better than
CP3 better than Tony
Thank
Parker.
you, Morgan. Tony Parker's easily better than CP3. This dude is a stat beef. Tony Parker, you just said in 07 he was dominating the finals.
Yes, he was dominating the finals.
So that means he was making
That means he's still better all time
When is Tony Parker?
than CP3.
When has CP3 ever led anybody to?
What you mean? What has he ever led
What has
anybody
he
to?
led anybody to? If Chris
He
Paul
ain't
had
led to a
some
championship, but he's
he
still
would have-
better.
No, DC, yeah, Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin was in the third in MVP voting. Chris Paul has had teams that didn't show up. I can't say that. And
Dude,
that's why
overall body of work, Chris Paul body of work better than Tony Parker.
KG didn't want to trade Rondo
Tony
for
Parker
Chris
got
Paul.
3 rings in the finals MVP.
No, that's not facts.
Wait, what did he say was facts?
DC said if Chris Paul had Tim Duncan, he would have rings. No, I don't agree with that.
I don't like doing hypotheticals, but I'm going off.
That's why.
I'm going
if
off
that was
everything.
KGC,
Chris Paul
why was
better than Tony Parker
KG?
than me.
Why was KG the one that pushed back on the Celtics trade? Because that's why Ray Allen don't like Rondo. Don't like Ray Allen.
Alright,
Because
listen,
hold on,
alright.
Ray Allen was trying to get. Ray Allen was trying to
I'm
get.
sure.
Ray Allen was trying to get Chris Paul over there for Rondo, and KG said no.
Artistic
You know why
fitness,
KG
baby.
said? You know why KG
I'm
said
rocking
no?
the shirt.
You know why KG said no? Because playoff Rondo's
Get
better
it
than Chris
closer.
Paul. Y'all just look at Chris
Check
Paul
this out, y'all. Check
highlights
the
and his stats.
website,
But
right?
Chris Paul's not better than
Social
Tony Parker.
media.
Social media, check it out. Artistic fitness.
But we appreciate y'all.
Our producer,
Before we
James.
go, we got a few announcements we want to make.
He'll work you
Next
out right.
week at Taft Park, we got Artisan Fitness hosting a skate event. Make
Yeah,
America
Morgan,
Skate
I won't
Again.
say if he hits a Duncan thing, I won't do that.
Make America Skate Again. 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. next Thursday on the 24th of September, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Taft Park. Free skates provided by Artisan Fitness. So show up to that. Big Bro James will be there, our producer. So we're gonna do that. Also, I want y'all to check out my guy, BBE Shirt Teamed, aka Biggie. No Options. That's his new single. So if y'all haven't checked that out, check that out. Give my man some shares, some likes, some comments. He put his blood, sweat, and tears into this.
Can't let Kenny win it again.
And also on a sad note, before we go, man, I want to say
Yes, playoff Rondo is better than CP3. Playoff Rondo. Okay,
I want to
yeah.
say before we go, Pops, I'm gonna get to yours in a minute, but before we go, I want to say rest in peace to a dear friend of mine, Irvin Duke III, aka Tweety, a family friend I grew up
Rest
with for
in peace,
years.
Tweet.
He was killed on a senseless murder that y'all probably read about in St. Paul last Saturday. Let's give prayers and condolences and shout out to his family and prayers for his kids. Tweety was a good dude. You know, it was just unfortunate what happened to him last Saturday. So I want to give a shout out to my man Tweety. Rest in peace. We're going to look out for you and yours, Tweety, man, because that's messed up. So I wanted to say that before I left here and give respects to my man. Rest in peace to a good dude. Shout out to all the fans that's watching on Brotherly Differences. We appreciate y'all. Y'all know what to do. Listen, like, comment, share, subscribe. Check us out every Thursday. We here.
Oh,
Joe-
wait. Hold up, y'all. Rod's got to spit. I challenged him.
Spit a little bit, Rod. Spit. Or good stuff, Joe.
James.
Hey.
Wait, tell me when the beat drop. Joe got me.
You want me to start it over?
Yeah, start it off.
Start it over.
There we go. Let him rewind. You
Pops.
forgot.
Please let me get my
Let's see this freestyle.
Come on,
You
Rod.
start it over?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah.
Let me find the beat. Finals team Heat.
Uh-huh.
Shushing everybody while they watching in their seat.
Yeah.
Every Thursday, you can see Mike and me.
Right.
James and Joe in the back, we about to do that.
Yeah.
I'm called to the app, Twin Cities where we at. I'm about to hit it out the park because I'm up the back. Yeah, we turning up, got the wine and lick up in our system.
Woo!
You know we about to check it out, break difference, get with them.
Right.
Shout out to Roller Skate Funk for the beat.
Wheels.
We about to do this and we coming to the top.
Top.
And we not gon' drop and we not gon' flop.
Nope.
Check us out every Thursday, we not gon' stop.
Air
I'ma
day.
be consistent. I'm about to get it.
Oh, I kinda
I'ma
get
get
it.
off because the beat be hitting.
Yeah.
I don't want me to mention LBJ.
Nope.
But he not top 3, so I'm exposed that any day.
I'm
He
head
can
out.
be top 5. Head out now. Hey,
Bow.
Hey.
Bow, bow.
Woo!
peace out, y'all.
Shout out.
We
Peace out.
appreciate it. That was for Joe, y'all.